Welcome to the grand finals, our final match here for season 3 of Resurge Mock Overwatch League. Tonight, it is going to be the LSFC up against the Chicago Deepdish, trying to take home the gold here. And I mean, I'm very excited to see how this match is going to play out here. Tonight, though, I am going to be joined by my favorite co-caster here, Rook.
Good evening, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here once again. I feel like it's fate once again. I skipped season 2, but I'm back here for season 3 and back here for another LSFC match, ready for a banger.
Yeah, they definitely have been putting out some great matches. I mean, they were kind of looking a little bit shaky there, but ever since they hit these finals, they've definitely hit their stride again, taking home a 3-1 and a 4-0. So they're going to be up against the Chicago Deepdish, who have had a lot more difficult of a road here. 3-1 and then I think that's like what 5-3, I think. Yeah, they've been having a lot harder of a season coming through and trying to take this out, but they have made it. Both teams successfully have made it to the grand finals.
Yes, I mean, as you said, it's been a rough road for both of these teams. I mean, LSFC is certainly taking more of the high road in this tournament, but rather akin to their first season win all the way back in season 1, probably looking at somewhere around 8 months ago or so. Back when they played in season 1, taking on the big Juicers, they were the second seed coming into playoffs. They weren't first. They actually lost to the Juicers in the regular season, and we see them mirror this pattern as they came into this one, where they lost to Omri's and then completely humiliated them in the semifinals match to get right here in the finals. It's gonna be soon. We're getting ready to get this one started. I'm not sure much else there's a lot to say. Deepdish, they survived a nail biter. We were there casting that one. If anybody was there seeing that, it was close. They were one fight away from potentially having to go to a tiebreaker map 7. So the fact they're in the finals, it's good. They've got a little bit more time, I hope, to practice with their no tank line. You know, they have maybe hopefully a little bit more synergy, but they're going to need a big fight to put up here in this finals match.
Yeah, I mean, and Deepdish have a long road, a long climb right now. LSFC have had a lot more time to prepare. They finished their matches faster, and they got to probably watch Deepdish last week. So, and I know that, yeah, they did have a lot of trouble, but LSFC have just been so solid since these finals. And they have a lot of powerful players. Speaking of, I think the highlights for their team probably going to be your boy Wings and Sunless. I mean, like, Snowcoke does a really good job, but I feel like those two are the ones that definitely pop off the most.
It's time.
It is.
Thank you, everybody, for waiting. Been watching. It's been a fun season. It's time to end this one up with a bang. LSFC and Deepdish, map 1, Elios. Let's get this party started. Starting out on Elios here. This is actually the first map of the Research Season 1 finals match.
Really?
I remember casting this one very particularly.
Yeah.
There are a few people who remind me. There are a few moments that I casted on this one.
Huh.
But it's time.
I never realized how much, like, how full circle this has come, actually, because
really has, honestly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, I mean, auspicious stuff. I mean, it really feels like we're geared up for an LSFC win again, but
Yeah.
anything can happen realistically. We've seen a lot of upsets throughout this side of the playoffs, and LSFC is down a few of their power players.
True.
Inkabome and Uga are going to be not present for today's match, currently out because of college. So the 3 DPS that they're working with are the ones they'll be playing. That'll be Snowcoke, that'll be Sunless, and that will be Optimal. So those 3 players that DPS line is going to be half the what takes it home for them. Match 1, map 1. They're going to be rolling in here on Elios. It will be Lighthouse, variety of styles. Generally speaking, it all is very fast. Sunless will be starting off on a signature Doomfist. Seems like Deepdish are opting for something a little bit different.
Yeah, Deepdish gonna be going with a Ball Diva, interesting enough, having that Pharmacy and with that Tracer as well. Looks like they're going full Harass. I don't know if I like it them as much on Well, but they're definitely going for the boobs here.
The whole point is to just continue to rotate around LSFC. LSFC, they know the game. They realize how fast they're going to have to play. It seems like they've spotted Rural's there fighting in the Lighthouse, and Wings is really trying to run him down. He's not going to get a lot of the damage, but guess who is? Dabmaster on the Pharah, 40% towards that ultimate already. It seems like the first casualty may have been spotted. Rural, can he get alive? He cannot. Obamacare, that will be the first blood, the first blow, and the first kill in this series. He's going to find the second, the DMEC, and Pancakes flat, smashed against the wall. Dabmaster, he's going to have a pocket, but he's not going to have a flip onto this point. LSFC strike first.
They do strike first, but Dab in that fight does build up that ultimate. Gonna be the first one on the board. Super powerful, that barrage, but Big Brain Boy doing such a great job harassing. I mean, I don't see this far getting this ultimate off anytime soon. Not with that D.Va around.
Fight's going to start. Poison, he's going out with the Moira. That's the Coalescence. It's not. And DM, as you mentioned, is not going to be soon enough to save him. This is going to be a battle, but it seems like Deepdish are coming out on top. A quick barrage forcing some resources and completely eliminating the Cole. That's kind of going to be it for this fight. We get some picks back and forth, but it seems like your boy Wings is no coke. They're just going to have to take on a blow, trick stab, as they say. But it is going to be a quick flip back. Deepdish strikes back and definitely showing off more of the power of their comp there. The fact that they can come in from all different angles, especially playing against that Reinhardt, who has a tendency to group up. We really need to look at Sunless and Snowcoke for these into play styles, honestly. Because Rural probably needs to get taken care of here before Dabmaster can kill the rest of the team. And here comes Sunless up into the sky. Oh my goodness, that was almost the most red clip I've ever seen in the finals. That is only going to find one on the D.Va. That's not going to be much.
Yeah, not going to be finding that much. The D.Va is going to be able to get out. Obamacare, though, going to be popping down that beat, trying to keep everyone alive, but a huge anti coming out. Bombs as well getting followed up by from Pancakes, as well as the bomb from Macho Man. Not going to find anything. Actually, just find Sunless, but not a lot here. Snowcoke trades back for one and does basically almost get focused out here as well. There's the res, so it looks like Deepdish going to be in the lead for this fight, but Bomb, hold on, doesn't find anyone.
It's definitely been, like, there have been some very strange ultimates from both teams in this original fight. Macho Man actually is going to get the kill credit for that, probably just for shooting him. That's going to be kind of unlucky in terms of the ult charge. But we do see some quick swaps, 76%, so obviously there are still more, a couple fights to be taken. It's no Koki's over on a McCree and Dev. Mr. Wings himself, he's taking the Winston. So clearly those beats, the Death Blossoms, they were ultimates that you can use in a tempo fashion to gain charges. They were clearing mines, clearing an area, and did find the Pharah. There's not quite enough. That's not the pick you were expecting. Obamacare's going to find the first one. Barrage, not quite as much value as the first time, and he's going to angle that a little bit up to dodge the DM, and is going to kill himself in the process. In Fortnite, of course. In this video game, Sunless into the back line. There go the supports. That's why you know this man is the Apex Doomfist of the scene. Doom Sumo World Champion, king of the Doomfist world here in North America. And only 3,200 in ranks. Unlucky. He's going to find the two support picks, and that's going to be enough, it seems, to clean this fight up, and not just in time. 96% and counting. Probably going to be able to tick this up more towards 99. LSFC, they have to be pretty flawless here on the rest of the fights on this side of the map.
Yeah, they're going to have to definitely use Sunless to the best of his ability here. Snowcoke did a great job there focusing everyone down, and I like the swaps, honestly. The harass comp really can't do well against Dive because they are splitting up a lot, so really good swap call here. Sunless, though, trying to take advantage of the opportunity. They're not going to be finding that much. A little bit too grouped up is this contest, is the Deepdish. Bombs slam, going to be finding nothing there. That zoning not nearly good enough. Bomb also not going to be finding anything, as Sunless going to be able to take out that Ana. Like you said, Rural, the prime target right there.
I'm actually really impressed. I mean, this fight's still going, so I probably should commentate on this in the first place. Poison, the more. He needs to be doing more. 80% towards the ultimate. Barrage is going to come out. It's not really that effective. It's only going to force the bomb, but that's going to pick up Brent. That's the Mercy down again as Dabmaster. He is going to survive. He's going to be able to boost up the high ground. This fight is still going on here. Obamacare, he needs to stay alive. Sunless is back. Uppercuts, trying to stay up. He has both heals with him. That's an end of one of the D.Va, the second one of this game. They really want to brute force their way into this point, but they haven't capped it back up yet. And Brent, he's been spotted, gets a little bit of the pocket, but it's not enough. Sunless cuts him down. I'm just going to be able to find the res, and he is going to fall. That's both healers back up in the sky. Pulse bomb is going to be used. That does find Snowcoke and Poison's Coalescence. A lightsaber needs to try to keep things going here. They're getting a decent amount of picks. That's a kill. Pancakes, the main tank, will fall on all throughout the LSFC. They have not given up the point. Dev throws himself into the pit. That's a wonderful start to this round, but it doesn't look like the stalls are really going to be that good, even with that. However, as I say, this Dabmaster still staying alive. Big Brain Boy, he's trying to keep this one up. Trying to stay alive in this series. Yes, he will. 49% towards the ultimate and counting. And Poison, he's going to be building up back towards the coalescence. Sunless is going to fall as the stalls from Deepdish and may just yet be enough. Brent is 1 HP and down he will go to the Moira, but that Diva Bomb will find gold, or not quite too far into the backline. Not quite going to be there. Still trying to get work done. Is he poisoned? But it's just the stalls trying to get back in. Pancakes, he's been on this wrecking ball for long enough that he's got the mines, and your boy Wings, he rolls out of the pulse bomb. First round to LSFC. LSFC will fall.
Yeah, to Deepdish. I gotta say, Asuna, that master there, absolutely carrying that fight as that tracer. That contest didn't get focused basically at all. It got so much value, and Deepdish just slowly eking out that war of attrition, just trading out just slight bit better. And I mean, in all honesty, LSFC probably has some of the best brawl or some of the best rush down, but Deepdish coming out a little bit farther ahead right there, and just the general like more flexible compositions. But that's going to make these swaps over to the brawl for LSFC just that little bit better, I think, going with the Rhine Diva.
Yeah, Rhine Diva, back to the standard kind of being the standard. 6-man for Deepdish here. Dadmaster obviously going to be trying to take the pack, trying to get some control over this area, and he's going to start. But it's about who can be more aggressive. First hack, obviously onto a health pack that is not a player. Pancake's going to get poked out a little bit here as your boy Wings, he has space to move. He is going to get hacked up here. Deepdish really aren't going super far in, but Sunless might get punished for it. He won't. Just barely going to stay in it. Lamp's going to be popped. That's the first resource down. But your boy Wings is swinging 50% towards this ultimate accounting. Punch is going to whiff here onto the back line. Still, I really feel like the brawl of LSFC definitely curving the most. Oh my god, there's the ult charge. Dev just gets to swing and swing and swing, and down goes Pancakes. That's the main tank of the war, but just one. And hell, even Poison's gonna toss in the amplification matrix. That's definitely gonna knock back Deepdish for the time being.
Yeah, Deepdish gonna have to fall back here. Not gonna be able to get too much done. I mean, Big Brain Boy does find Asuna. That's gonna be basically the only amount of damage that you're really gonna get from the LSFC. It's just gonna be that Reaper, and I think they really lost that. They're not really pushing in and diving. They did have a lot of contests, but they're not diving, and now the LSFC gonna keep pushing them back towards that spawn. Asuna does find one kill, does find the ammo as well. Macho Man popping that bomb isn't gonna trade into anything. The second bomb though, not gonna find anything either. Asuna again finding another pick onto Poison. That's gonna be really nice. It's gonna be basically just these DPS and the Lucio on the defense. Snowcoke does find 2 there. Sunless also finding that Reaper, so there's all the damage gone, and as the respawns call in, LSFC are able to hold on.
We're going to see this evolution more as the series goes on, and I don't doubt it. But with only a few DPS left, LSFC are going to have to be creative with their swaps. But the binary swaps, things that probably shouldn't be working. I was going to say this on the first map with Snowcoke, but just putting over to a McCree and a dive comp theoretically should not work, but he just makes it work. Okay, that's EMP, that's Shattered, Death Blossom. Oh my god, he uppercutted him, but it doesn't matter. Dev takes 3 off the side.
Oh no.
Shatters directly into charge. He's gonna get 50% back towards that back again. A fight that looked like it was won for Deepdish with the EMP Death Blossom. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that he got set flying into the air by Sunless there, and I thought coming down that would be a lot more damage. But Shatter and Pin, Reinhardt OP, LSFC, they're coming up on this one so far. Sunless gonna stay alive, 86% and counting. Amakari, he has that B, but guess who's gonna get frozen up? It's Big Brand Boy. Not quite D-Mech yet. They are gonna find him now. See if they want to take this fight. But Amakari, he has the all-crucial beat. He's gonna go with it. He's gonna hit 4. They are gonna drop 2 plays before they get this started. The beat's also gonna come out from Rural. But Brent is going to be the first casualty on the side of the Deep Dish. It doesn't look like it's going to matter too much. Shadow does find 1. Sleepy goes down as a result. Pin onto the point. That's the counter pin. Pancakes, your boy Wings. They're both very, very low. But Pancakes just gets more heals. They're gonna have to give this one up for the time being.
Yeah, I think Chicago have finally pushed through. They've finally taken it, and with basically just Shatter and McCree onto the table here. Not the best setup, considering you do have to full hold it, but I mean, this is just a reverse of what happened last round. Basically, so LSFC looking really strong with their brawl right now. Coming in, trying to force the issue right now. Sunless looking for some picks. Not going to necessarily go for that punch just yet. Shatter coming out from Pancakes is not really going to find much value because of great ammo coming down from Poison. The punch does get blocked for the most part. Does find Brent. That's really, really nice right now. If the FCC can really get that aggression going, they're going to find that the healing isn't going to be enough. Grav does get eaten by Big Brain Boy, though, and that's going to be it right now, I think. The Chicago, without that really powerful ultimate, going to be basically at a loss for resources. They're going to have to rely on this Mei ultimate. And this one doesn't get eaten, though. Does find two, just the Diva and that Baptiste. Asuna getting those picks. That Macho Man also finding two as well. Bomb not going to find much, but it's going to force everyone off the point. Man advantage, though, surprisingly in favor of Deepdish. I think the respawns actually worked out for them there, as they're able to push the LSFC back.
War of attrition definitely so far being won by the Deep Dish so far. Obviously, they have the much bigger ultimates. Graviton, Surge, Blizzard, these are team fight winning ultimates. And it seems like on LSFC, they've definitely decided to go the route of what's more comfortable for their individual players. I don't think he realized there's a grab again. No, he doesn't. That's a big one. 82% and counting. This needs to get good. All beats just a little bit too late. They cleave through. That Immortality Field goes down just at the right time, and Pancakes is going to pick himself up 3 in this fight. Snowcoke is the last to fall. Poison and Obamacare, they're backing their way back up. Obamacare knows he needs to be the one to touch, and on he goes. He's not going to make it. Chunked down by the Fire Strike. Can anybody else get there? I don't think so. 99. This one's not a gimme. Deep Dish strike first, and that's not something I thought a lot of people would see coming into this match. LSFC, they got to be careful.
When coming into this match, Deep Dish themselves said that they were super confident LSFC was going to destroy them. But, I mean, with just the first map alone, this looks like it's going to be a real series. Oh, my God. This is such a good charge.
That's what happened. Stay alive.
Wow.
Impressive.
Yeah, that's a really amazing charge, actually. That's what, like, if you want to clip that, oh, my geez, that's a real good play. But yeah, as I was saying, like, Deep Dish themselves were super confident that LSFC were going to destroy them, but I mean, holy crap, they're firing back strong. They already taken map 1, and they took like the first 2 rounds. And I mean, while it did go the distance, that's not looking good for LSFC.
It's a start. At the end of the day, Deep Dish, they did very, very well in beating a last match, if you remember. Taking on the Sinloa Fury, they were close, right? The first 3 maps, they were not.
True.
So Deep Dish getting off to an early start is something that's common. I think LSFC, like I was saying, they went on DPS heroes that were more comfortable for them. So they may have to adapt things, and this may have just been a strat to shake out a little bit of the nerves. You know, get a little bit. It's finals, playing the heroes you like, playing the heroes you want to play. It's a map they might be comfortable on. But at the end of the day, we're going to see, right?
True.
Deep Dish, they do strike first. 3 maps to go for them, 4 for LSFC. So we're not just saying, oh, this is just LSFC going, and they're just doing things. No. Deep Dish did win that map fair and square, with their strats certainly seeming like they were getting a little bit of the read on LSFC. Both teams got a lot longer to go.
Yeah, they do have. I mean, we still have a full series basically ahead of us. And I mean, it's going to be LSFC's pick. It's going to be an escort map. So looking at it, they're going to pick Route 66 by the sound of it. I really do like that for LSFC. I mean, they're stronger on that brawl. Even dive is a little bit viable here, like that rush down. So LSFC, I think this is just right in their ballpark of what they've been playing and what they're obviously very comfortable with. So I definitely like that for them a lot. And Deep Dish, I think that they're okay. Like, Route 66 is just a great map, honestly.
Yeah, once again, I mean, I feel like we're picking a lot of these maps that very much have a variety of ideas that you can put into them. So, I mean, we could see anything. I think this is a very counter-pickable map. So, I am excited. Gonna have to see this one. Wait and find out. Alright, looks like they are going to have one swap. Radio will be entering the game once he finishes competitive match. Yes, we are that scuffed, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry about it. He's getting out of there soon.
Wow, rip. Alright, so it does look like we have a little bit of time, though. So, in that case, I mean, LSFC, I think they just, what their problem is, I definitely think, is that they are missing a lot of their really powerful players. And I think that in order to be a little bit more effective, they definitely are going to have to play around Sunless and Snowcoke a lot more. Like, your boy Wings, unfortunately, I don't think he's going to get as many plays because he's going to have to take a back seat to trying to get these DPS the openings, because I think that's where they really excels once the DPS find a kill.
Gonna get this one going, map 2. This is where we're going to start to see some adaptations. Control, anything can happen at the end of the day. Control, I mean, you see this even in the highest level of play up there in the Overwatch League. Control can definitely be a map that swings both ways, you know? There have been several instances. I mean, if you want to look at back at a more egregious example, London Spitfire in this season of the Overwatch League, they took a map off the reigning champions, the San Francisco Shock. They took 2 maps, but the first one was that Control map. Was that first map in the series. It shocked them, no pun intended, to beginning the series. So, with time, with experience, we're not going into a 5-map series. This is potentially a first of 4, but that could be a best of 7. So we got a lot more games to play here, and adaptations are going to be crucial. Seems like Sunless, they've persuaded him to get off the Doomfist. We're going to go on to May McCree, very standard. This is something that probably I think LSFC is going to be a bit more confident with, and you can very much play the rush here on this map. You can get a good spawn camp opportunity. We're going to have a quick pause here quickly. But you have a spawn camp opportunity on this map, so they're going to go with this.
Yeah, I like the spawn camp opportunities on every map, at least for escort types. Just because on escort, it's so powerful to just block and consume as much time as possible, like as much distance as possible. It's just really powerful to do that. So for LSFC, I think I really like that strategy. But for Deepdish, they're going Orisa, and if you've been on the stream in the past couple of weeks, you know that I hate seeing Orisa, because she's honestly just not good. And anyone else, just play any other tank, please.
So what, ladies and gentlemen, what you're currently seeing on the stream is you have me, your average Orisa enjoyer, versus your average Reinhardt fan. At the end of the day, we all know how this one goes, right?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, Reinhardt wins his games.
Reinhardt wins diamond games. We're gonna see what happens there in the first place. We didn't see really either of those things today. I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't seen Orisa win a game in a while. In Resurge.
Well, until you have been watching me play.
Yeah, but
Warrior of the ranked ladder.
Yeah, but
I feel like definitely Orisa does have strengths and weaknesses.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And you have to be able to, as an Orisa player, understand what the tempo of your game is compared to the enemy team's tempo. It's very much a tempo controlling hero, and it's incredibly frustrating to play against if you can figure out what that tempo is. But until you do that, it can be rough. As you can see here, this is what LSFC have done. Because Double Shield a long time ago was back in the meta. LSFC, they said we are going to play Brawl and we do not care. Yeah. They understand their tempo, and if they understand that tempo, at the end of the day, the enemy team is going to have to adapt to that. And if they can't, they just get run over, and it doesn't look pretty at all.
Yeah. And like while I like Orisa, the problem is not necessarily Orisa or her kit. Like while she is a little underpowered, it's not necessarily her. Like it's not like they need to buff her to make a difference. She just doesn't have a lot of other heroes that follow the same kind of tempo. Like basically other than Bastion. So it's not like she's terrible. It's just that she doesn't have a lot of synergy, and since the game is all about synergy and having heroes that work together, it just doesn't spell right for Orisa. It just doesn't work out for her in the long run, especially when you're running basically 2 completely different compositions spliced together. Like you have dive combined with what is what? Okay, double fire. Okay, they are completely swapping.
They're gonna swap. At the end of the day, they're sitting in spawn. They're doing their thing. Okay.
What is happening? What is happening?
There is some clear confusion in the spawn going on here. All right. Seems like the internal debates have finally decided it is going to be Double Bubble taking care of Brawl. Sleepy, he's gonna get towards the backline, try to take this duel with Sunless. LSFC and your boy Wing start to cleave this away in the front line. They are going to have the reasonable backup after the lamp gets popped. Sunless is trying to get the freeze, but they've actually trapped Roll and Spawn here. A good start on the Brawl defense. This is still going to need a lot. Here comes the Echo in over the top, trying to beam and get the damage radio. Not quite there. Ult Charge is probably looking a little bit more in the favor of LSFC, except for Sleepy, who's already farmed his first Pulse Bomb. It's already getting very low, but this is up to Sleepy. Can he get in here, try to get this flank kill? He's going to rotate towards the high ground. He is going to get caught out by your boy Wings here, but here comes the stick. It finds Sunless. That's going to be 2. Here comes the break on the spawn hold. It did take a good 40 seconds, so LSFC, they got what they came for, but it's a good pulse bomb and a cheap victory here for the Deepdish.
Yeah, very cheap, especially because how fast you charge Pulse Bomb. Like, that's not a huge ultimate to throw away and win the fight with, especially as another 30% built up just harassing the defenders there off that respawn. They are going to be looking at Reinhardt and Baptiste with the ultimates as LSFC are going to move back in here. Diva leading the charge. Reinhardt finally coming up. Looking probably for a shatter. It's not like there's a lot of defenses here for the Deepdish for ultimates. Just going to be looking for that opening. Does find it. Finds Brigitte and Winston. Both going to be immediately iced by Poison of all people. Going to also popping both ultimates there for the LSFC. And they're going to cleanly take that fight.
Deep ultimates, always going to be helpful. High Noon and Ant Matrix both getting value, and very easy value in this fight. As LSFC, they're going to quickly run back in. They're not really going to get too much punished here in terms of their first point loss. They got in so quickly that the card's still under Big Earl, so this definitely still favors the defenders at this stage. Sunless, he's back on over to the Doomfist. I'm not sure why he thought Double Bubble is a comp that he wants to put Doomfist against, but I'm curious. This clearly has some premeditation behind it. It can't just be an immediate swap. They wanted this.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I don't really know a situation where you don't want Sunless on Doomfist.
It's more of Doomfist as a hero rather than Sunless on Doomfist in particular.
yeah. Like, Sunless's Doomfist is just leagues above whatever the heck else we have here. Gonna be having Radio come out as that Reinhardt right now. Good. Graviton gonna be catching everyone, but Beat does get the response. And Big Brain Boy, though, gonna be finding both DPS with that bomb. That's massive right there. That's the value you really need. Pancake's gonna be forced back, even though he is ulting. Barely gonna take your boy Wings. Yep, barely does win that fight. Also finds Poison in that room as well. Snowcoke, though, gonna be popping that ultimate. Good boop from Brigitte. Brent's gonna be pushing him back. Now Winston's gonna be focusing him down. Chicago taking the advantage in this fight.
Really sure I just watched another universe before and some other amalgamation of the Big Bang happened somewhere in that Graviton surge with Diva bombs. I'm not even sure who the hell was getting the kills in that fight. LSFC are still managing to keep this point alive, but I don't think it's going to be for much longer. Poison's going to be chased down on the high ground by Pancakes. That will be the things cleaned up. But 3 solid fights taken by LSFC. To the fact that they drained a lot of the ultimates here off the Deepdish. Radio, he's off the Echo, he's on the McCree, so definitely going to be more of a standard pick here in this sense, playing more of a ground game. So I think LC, they got what they came for. They drained him down to about a minute on the clock, which leads you to about 3 minutes as they start to get pushing on this second point here. And they have cheap, reasonable ultimates. We're back to what we started on map 1, though, with Snowcoke over onto the Reaper. This is definitely more premeditated against the Winston, which is probably what they were expecting to see on Helios. So this will probably be what tears up the composition. Salas is in on the Doomfist, and oh my god, here comes the drop. The cart. He cleaves a couple, but he's going to take a lot of damage in the process. Yeah, Boy Wings is going to fall, but it is going to be the initiation that's already come through. They're trading back and forth. Snowcoke and Sunless, they're trying to get it done. Primal's going to get caught, but Brent goes down to Poison. Oh, it's not Brent. I lied. That's Rural. My bad. Brent's still definitely very much alive and well in this fight, and he's returning back here. Deepdish, they are probably going to be keeping this one alive for the time being, courtesy of the card healing. But it's really not that good, and I feel like with a resurge push, no pun intended, yes, here we go. Reaper walking back in here. Snowcoke, he knows what it takes. He's got the cart pretty well under control here. That's a nice grab, though. This one isn't quite over yet. They really don't have much of a combo for this. The Poison, he will get the opening pick in this fight, and down goes Sleepy. Second pick for Sunless. Deepdish. They are going to get cleaned probably off the face of the earth here as Sunless gets his Meteor Strike down. It's going to be a Winston Nano a little bit late into the fight, but wow, they're doing a really good job protecting Sunless in this. Through all of this, he is the focal point of their offense, the tip of the spear, one might say. And he's going to get the job done. A minute 43 remaining on the clock as this fight gets cleaned up, and Deepdish holding, getting held pretty strong.
Yeah, I liked the fight there for Deepdish up until... I'm actually kind of liking this now. That's a lot of ultimates dedicated, but now that they're swapping, I do like the swap idea. I think it's a little awkward and a little bit late. They're gonna go over to that brawl composition. It did work over on map 1, so it's not against specifically this composition. The problem is though that they are low on time, and it did take them a while to break. They're also lower on ultimate, so it's going to be interesting to see. There's going to be the Beat pushing in here for LSFC. Snowcoke comboing, finding 2 off the ultimate as well. Sunless getting the rest of the cleanup. They are going to get Reaper on the way out, but it's going to be a full fight gone.
Parting shot, if you will, there from Pancakes. But yeah, definitely. There was 3 ultimates used in that fight, so you have to think Deepdish are going to be favored coming into this, especially with the High Noon looking to zone here. But I think for this point, Reaper Doom, I think, solves a lot of the problems that were pretty obviously present, as opposed to McCree Doom on Ilios Ruins, where they were playing into an EMP, and then eventually into a Blizzard and a Wrath. So I feel like here, they're going to be a little bit more accustomed to dealing with us, immediately Pancakes is taken off the high ground on the cart. It's way back there. LSFC can probably take 2 succinct fights, and they really notice that Pancakes. He's going to take a lot of pressure early here.
Yeah, they're trying to bait into the ultimate here with Radio, possibly comboing with that grab from Macho Man. Diva, though, going to be forcing that high noon off the high ground almost. He does find another spot, doesn't get any value off of it, does allow the Chicago Deep Dish to touch. They get the D-Mech there, and they're going to catch absolutely everyone into that Graviton, but a huge slam there going to be coming out, finding just Radio, and Sunless is going to be finding 2, but 2 do go down here for the Deep Dish, or 3 now. Obamacare getting in on Pancakes. That's really important characters going down, and yeah, I think with this contest, they're definitely going to get that second batch of the second round to defend here, especially Sunless still alive. The contest from LSFC really nice.
We are watching Sunless against the world right there. There's no way in hell Deepdish should be close to losing that fight, but with Sunless' heroics, they may be able to get back into this in time. Radio and Sunless, the dynamic duo, they're going to be on opposite ends. Double Doomfist here, as we're going to see. But your boy Wings, he gets caught in the corner. Snowcook, he's trying to get closer towards this Death Blossom, but he's not quite going to get there. Slap in the face by Pancake as soon as he gets removed from his Wraith form. And they're going to get the cap. Deepdish, against all heroics, all odds there from Sunless. They are going to get it, but that's only a minute 24 left on the clock now, as they're going to try to push this one through point 3. Your boy Wings, and I mean LSFC, they've made this close, and they're doing a good job thus far. Macho Man's grabs have been slow when they've been slow in coming out, but fast in building, so a little bit more tempo. And I'd like to see them coming through and maybe getting the triple cap here. Not quite sure yet, though.
Decent Maywall coming out there from the Deep Dish, and a good shatter does get blocked here. They're going to have to throw out the beat for the LSFC, so ready looking good. They're going to try to get that counter shatter. Not going to catch too much, but Sunless is down. Snowcook, though, does find Pancakes. The bomb finds Radio as well, who did swap off to that McCree from the Doomfist. LSFC looks like they're taking advantage in this fight, pushing the Deep Dish out the door, especially as Poison does find Brent, and they're just going to go Asuna as well.
2 words there, ultimate advantage. They had what they had, they used what they used, their beats and their support ults were very much correct to where they would apply pressure and also mitigate it at the time. You can get this one down to 1 fight. All eyes really need to be on Big Brain Boy here. It's his time to shine. There's a Blizzard already there and a grab coming up, and if he can eat one of those, that is a big change in the fight. You also have to look at Snowcook here. What's his plan? It's going to be here over the side. Blizzard's not quite yet eaten up. They do spot out Snowcook, but he's just going to go in anyway. He has no fear. He has no care, and he finds 2. That's also going to be the Immortality Field destroyed. His Sunless now goes in his backline, solo grabs, and he's getting the job done, but everybody else is falling around him. Snowcook's initial brawl there, straight into the Blizzard, straight into the face of 3 stuns and a DM, and he's fearless and doesn't care, and it definitely is going to be getting the job done. Stalls are now going to start to come out here. Sleepy back in on the Tracer. Lamp is there. Lamp is gone. Brent and Burl is very close. Damage is coming up soon. His Sunless will die. This one isn't quite over yet. Brian, Big Green Boy, he may be a little bit out of his depth here and getting the heals necessary. Obamacare, he's getting back close, back up towards his feet, but it's all up the Pancakes here. The big shatter, can he lay it down? He cannot. Tries to get it, but your boy Wings is going to deny him the way, and there's the beat. Obamacare built it up just in time. That's going to be them failed, and I think just because of the swap the Deep Dish had to make, they are not, their front line is not going to be beefy enough to keep this one alive, and Sunless and Snowcoke, they can just go ham. Here we go, Reaper walking through the front line. That's going to be, wait a second, they still get the beat off. Royal still alive in this fight. There's 2 supports that are still very beefy. Mr. Macho Man here on the ball, 85% towards his mines. Can they kill Brent here? That's an Ant Matrix on the cart. You ever seen someone hunt a bird with a shotgun? Well, that's what's going on. Still kept firing through this Ant Matrix, but he's built up. He's 90% towards his next Death Blossom here. He's gonna get it. There's the shatter. They're all off the card. They're all dying. This is a Death Blossom solely to clear the mines and clean up the remaining people in this fight. And Snowcoke really proven why the Reaper is gonna be helpful here. They're gonna get a pretty nice stall here. Way through the 3rd points. Looking good for LSFC so far on Route 66.
I mean, to be fair, Chicago did get it to 3rd point. I honestly, after the first point fights, I didn't think they were gonna get it this far, but I mean, they got it into that room, so very nice job there. But LSFC looks like they're making those adjustments, like you said. It's all about the adaptations, and at least in that last room, they're really dominating. I think from now on, whatever maps are picked, small maps are definitely going to go into the favor here of the LSFC. I think that this wide open section really does favor the Deep Dish a lot. But we're going to be seeing double shield here with a Sigma. Thank you, Noah Ressa. Don't make me rant again.
It's not double shield, it's brawl.
It's brawl. I mean,
Double shield, buddy.
they have 2 shields.
Is Reinhardt always holding his shield?
But they have 2.
Are you just reducing Reinhardt down to a shield? That's discrimination. I won't allow that.
Don't discriminate off
Calling
shield.
Brian a shield, buddy? Are you kidding me? It's not the size of a shield that matters, it's how he uses it. What do you think Sigma's here?
Fair enough.
God, we got insensitivity on this stream, I tell you.
Oh my, yeah.
It does certainly, but as you're saying, I mean,
Yeah.
with the Sigma, it does play towards the style that they want.
Yeah.
A little bit more pokey, potentially. Snowcoke on the Creed. It's not the Rebirth. It's not a full rushdown just yet. It is going to be a Brawl Mirror at the doors, though. An immediate wall from Sleepy, but it's a Brawl v Brawl Mirror as we start Route 66 when LSFC's attack.
Yep. That poke, though, not going to be doing too much just because that small corridor really, definitely hard to break. Looks like they're going to be...
Ult charge, though. My God.
Oh, my jeez. Oh, he's getting so much value. Wow, okay. Big Brain Boy getting so much there. Even going to be breaking the shield for a moment there. Charge not going to be finding much. LSFC trying to get this positioning. Looks like they have split. Your boy Wings over committing right there. Is going to get clocked out by Pancakes' Fire Strike. Going to be moving forward with that main tank gone, but the slam already! He's going to get the pickup, and he's going to get the put down. Pancakes is going to get ice there. Snowcoke also going to be finding Asuna. Jeez, heating it up right there.
And not even with all this. At the end of the day, picks are picks, kills are kills. You're trading them back and forth. It's worth. Look at the cart push. Look at the payload progress they're getting on this. They're halfway through point A, and the first fight isn't even done yet. It's still going in the back line.
Who the heck's attacking in this fight? Deepdish or LSFC?
I mean, hell, if you watch that first one, I mean, it really looked like they just swapped sides on it. And then eventually they just got pushed back far enough. Look at where your boy Wings is. Was that really a fight? I think Radio's still back there.
Oh my. Yeah, Radio did get a lot of value, though. To be fair, he did get an extra pick, but it's not going to buy them enough. They're not going to push aggressively. They barely do get the touch here, but they're going to be up against so many ultimates. That beat has to come out so early. That's not when you want it. Radio also trying to return the fire there with that high noon. Not going to be finding it. Asuna not going to be able to get forced off. And again, the deep dish looks like they're coming behind them, but C9 too strong.
Charlie 9 as Sunless falls, but it's actually enough to distract them off the point. I'm not sure what we've just seen in this sequence of the first fight. I really feel like Deepdish might have had an advantage coming up if they were able to win that fight or even sustain a little longer. I mean, look at the ultimates. Blizzard, Ant Matrix, Shatter, and Diva Bomb all going to be coming up soon. But now they just get to play this on the second part of the map. And Brady, Big Brain Boy, that's another Gravitic Flux to clear people off the high ground. Sigma getting hella value early in this game.
Yeah,
here comes though. Blizzard in the back. I didn't see that one coming. Eats not coming quite there in time. Here comes the Diva Bomb. It's the Big Bang combo. That's not gonna get anything outside of the. Oh, wait a second. That's a Shatter. Counter Shatter. Your boy Wings is back. Get it. He's gonna find Pancakes here. Doesn't have the time to block it off in Sunless. He's there to the back line, and down goes Radio, taking out his friend. That's gonna be brutal. Supports. They're alone in the back line, alone but together. But Sunless, he will be felled in the process. Still not quite over yet. But I mean, these fights have just turned into complete stagger fests. To the point that LSFC is winning just off of pure momentum alone.
Yeah, looks like this is a good moment for the reset, though, for the deep dish. Oh, no, Pancakes gets knocked off high ground. That's not good. Looks like it's going to force the rest of the team to drop down to cover him, with the exception of Radio and Mr. Macho Man. Macho Man actually pushing back Poison, getting him very low. There's going to be the hook up onto all of Deep Dish in the noon combo. Going to be fighting 3 of them. That's another fight gone.
That's another fight gone and so cheaply taken so quickly. I mean, Snowcoke just wrapped around the back. Pancakes didn't quite have the presence of mind to find where that McCree was there, and the entirety of his team just get picked by that Gravitic Flux there. Flux and High Noon, usually, you know, you see that in Noob Hunter, haha, funny moments where it works the other way, quite not the right, but LSFC, my god, resounding in performance here on map 2. They're 1 fight away from this one, and a lot of cheap ultimates coming up soon.
I mean,
they've made a lot of weird swaps here. Sigma, Reaper, and it's not getting value.
No, it's really not. I love this composition right now. The momentum coming up. But Big Brain Boy getting a little bit ahead of himself. Does get ice. Ruro popping the beat early, trying to use this health to push them back to spawn. I don't like that at all, because, I mean, look at everything that LSFC has built up, basically. Like, they have so much time that you can't waste beats like that.
Disengage and retreat, and now comes Sunless. He punches through, double damage, cap, not quite onto the world, but that is still going to be the kill. Now it's just all the poke through on Ant Matrix. Sigma, he is in heaven. There's a counter Ant Matrix from Brent here, so that is going to be some of the damage. And now, okay, Sleepy tries to get in the back line. He will find Obamacare, that is a support down, but that's just an ability cancel. The rock is gone. There goes Mr. Macho Man. Sunless gets a little bit of style here on the radio. It's just at the stall. It's just on the ball. This isn't quite a poke map, and here comes Flux number 4. I mean, he has no care. This was all in all a Sigma map, and good God,
geez.
that's a 4-minute time bank to finish the map. LSFC are good going to the next one if they can stack that one on top. They were trying to.
Yeah, like, if you can, my geez, I would carry that over, because, I mean, that Sigma was, like, yeah, Snowcoke got play, but no. The MVP of this map is for sure Big Brain Boy. Like, those pickups were absolutely insane here. Oh no, he even got the counter.
I thought they put him on high ground, so that's not even my mistake.
Wow. I mean, okay, you know, honestly, I'm surprised Big Rainbow didn't have gold damage there. That's just a testament to how powerful the DPS are from LSFC. Because when you're hitting Gravitic Flux like that every single ultimate, your DPS have to do so much work on top of it to just compete. So, I mean, insane map from the LSFC. They did so good. Deepdish looks like they're actually in trouble now that the LSFC have kind of woken up. Is going to be their map pick, though. Deepdish. What are we looking at?
Salt is going to be the selection. I believe previously they picked Hanamura when they went to this. Definitely has. Yeah. Sleepy knows. It's Sleepy. Sunless knows. Yep, here it is. Back on a Hanamura. Sleepy and Dab, they are both proponents of this forest strategy that both teams have pulled out at a time. So Deepdish will be going in. Dab's back. We're running it down mid.
I'll take care of that app. All right. Anyway, yeah, running down mid. I don't know. This one can be complicated. This map's a little weird.
Yeah. It's the question, more the question of, like, do you need the third? Do you need a flex DPS? Is that required here? Or do you want to go towards a double hit scan route? And it seems like it is. They want to keep the flex DPS. They want to keep something. They've seen Deepdish play this. They've only had one opportunity to really look at that. Obviously, in only the game against St. Louis, Deepdish did not have a quarterfinal match.
Yeah.
But they know it's coming. So let's see how they figure out with counting this with the same 6 that have been reasonably successful on map 1, but dominant on map 2.
Yeah, I mean, I think for LSFC, they're probably going to go again. Like, there's no map that you're not putting Sunless on Doomfist, at least to test the waters. Because, like, if it doesn't work, okay, I just swap. He swaps over. He's great on, like, on Pharah or on Echoes and, like, the really high mobility heroes. Snowcoke obviously going to be having to go that McCree like this map again because Deepdish are for sure going their Pharah strategy or Echo. They're definitely using those aerial characters on Hanamura. They love doing it. So, yeah, going to be looking at what exactly... It's honestly, I think, all up to what the DPS are going to be for the Deepdish. It honestly just depends the most on that, I believe.
Yeah, and I mean, on the attack, it is... The Deepdish have to come out with something on the attack. Starting on the defense, they can control the tempo with the Pharah, maybe potentially break the spear to the enemy team by executing a pretty nice hold. But they're going on the attack first. They have to start playing like this in the beginning. So it depends on what they pull out. And I'm not sure how good Pharah is, and clearly they agree. Sim, May, Macho Man on an Orisa, which I find interesting. But on the defense, this is definitely going to be very much an anti-Sim lineup. Snowcoke Ash, Sunless Hanzo, and Big Brain Boy on that carry last map, which will be that Sigma.
Yeah, I like... Okay, hear me out. Hanamura and Route 66 are, like, I think my favorite maps for Sigma. And the biggest reason here is if you can shut down that initial sim push, like force them off of that sim, like get rid of the teleporter entirely. The front doorway is just so oppressive with those orbs bouncing off. I mean, it's you get insane value because you have to go through it basically. That's a really good dynamite to start off. 10%, they get the entire team, and they're gonna just protect this high ground. I definitely like that. Prepared for the TP here. I think that was a little stupid to go through, but go through the Deepdish shell, and they're gonna get destroyed for it.
Pancake just wiped off the face of the earth by that charge.
Yeah.
Dev Patel, yeah boy, Wings. You all know him, you all love him, and he set up that play. I mean, that was pretty genius. There was no hesitation on that. He was already rotating back to point when that happened, and he hits the pin on Pancakes. Dab and Pancakes will fall, so the rest of them don't even make it through. The pounding coming here early from LSFC snipers is really making their presence felt.
Yeah, arguably, I would have liked to see maybe Macho Man go through that portal first, the TP first. Immediately pop that Fortify, block that charge. I think that would have been the best use of that teleporter. Because if anything, you can just teleport back as a Risa. It looks like they're going to go for it again. Up top onto that high ground. And that time they popped the Fortify. I don't think that was the right time. But
I really like that play from Deepdish. They get up onto the high ground with the dual purpose of getting towards the point, but also getting straight onto them. It seems to be working out in the beginning, but here come the ultimates now. Ant Matrix, that is going to get some value. Bob is, so is Shatter, but Deepdish, with that early initiation, really getting the job done there. Rural's going to get a double kill boop. I mean, I'm not even sure that was rather intentional, whether he was going for that one or not. But Deepdish, that's a really nice executed strategy, getting directly on top of them, kind of neutralizing the presence of Sunless right there on that point. That's going to be a pretty early A. Only a minute and a half expended. 5 minutes left to spend on cracking the puzzle that is Hanamura Point B.
Yeah, and I actually do like Orisa for this kind of strategy where you're abusing that teleporter, because her mobility is probably her biggest weakness. Her mobility and mobility of shield. So I mean, this is just really softening up. Or shoring up that weakness, sorry. Gonna be having the shield probably come out. Oh no, Dab can't get it off! That's huge! I've seen that play from Deepdish a couple times, and they're definitely gonna be popping that shield, but immediately shut down.
Immediately punished for that. Sunless gets just up there to the high ground. That is more than enough to shut down a push. 125 damage is a lot coming from above, and even though Sim got that HP buff, it's not going to be enough to save her from this one, combined with a nice dynamite from Snowcook. And remember, it's probably one dynamite in a couple of shots. He used a Bob on that first point. Their area denial ultimates are going to be insane. Bob coming up, Flux, Shatter, Valk, these area of effect, area denial ultimates, there are going to be a lot of them in Sunless. He's got the same play set up. Here he comes again, running back. Not quite as effective. They're going to be trading a lot here in this fight. Oh my god, he goes really deep, and he's going to get felled for that one. Sunless not really liking that. Yeah, boy, Wings, he's not able to pop the Shadow. There's a lot of shields on the way. They're all going to go down here. Here comes the Bob now down to the point. That is going to be vaporized very, very quickly. Pinned off the point here. One tick gain here, and your boy Wings is going to get rezzed. Obamacare is going to trade his life for that one, but the Shatter puts down 3. It might not be enough, but guess who's back? It's Sunless. That's
nice pull.
In favor of LSFC. That's a nice pull. Big brain boy. He needs to get back up towards this point. He is going to get there just barely, but Frozen Shattered. Executed. Down he goes. Snowcoke is going to get a little bit more skull, so is Poison. They're just more or less trying to trickle the people back out here. Your bull rings really easy to get out there, but Obamacare is not on the point. That's a lot of shields. Shields taking it down. Deepdish running it back. 3 minutes and 37 seconds. A nice cap for them here on Hanamura.
3:37 is, I mean, that's a little bit more than nice. Like, I mean, that's literally just the 2 lost fights that they had. It basically couldn't be better. That was really nice for them, and I mean, I think they were saved that second fight because Sunless missed the punch and accidentally hit the bongo. Like, otherwise they were so dead because that punch was going straight for Brent or Rural right there. That could have been terrible, but they were able to hold, and they actually made Orisa work well. But now it's gonna be Sigma v Sigma, and LSFC's turn. Try to make that Sim make the Sim shine right now.
Make the Sim shine, and they have to do it against probably one of the most anti-Sim comps of the game. We see double shield with Bunker, but most importantly, the Pharah. Sleepy has been pretty good on this one.
Oh, yeah.
He definitely piloted towards a nice... I don't even think it was a map win, actually. It was just an impressive performance, honestly, when we played against Sinlow in the semifinals here. Obviously, it's a very simple concept. You're controlling a lot of different angles with double shield and the Torb turret, but the main brunt of your force comes from the rotating ultimates that come from those players, and the Pharaoh is able to pump in consistent, solid damage to kind of get rid of this teleporter strat. Because let me tell you, a rocket plus that splash damage from a Segen and Orisa, that is a lot. We're going to see if LSFC is tooled enough to handle it. The Sigma's a good start, I feel.
Yeah. I like the Sigma. Sigma's so good against this Pharah. The first shield, though, is broken, and that is Reinhardt's shield. Oh, this boop could be big. Doesn't actually go for it, which I don't exactly like, but getting so much value because there's nothing to stop the... there's no anti-air.
There is no anti-air Snowcoke. I think it was definitely a reasonable attempt at going through that teleporter, but they burned a lot of shield trying to get through that, to the point that your boy Wings' shield, it wasn't even there.
No.
I mean, by the time the TP onto that high ground, and if no shields, if you don't have shields, you're not going to have a good time against a Pharah. 40 seconds in, that is 92% of an ultimate, and that is in prime position to cut out another LSC rotation, and they know so. Immediate switches. They're not playing this teleporter game anymore. D.Va, McCree, Echo. I do like this. Very much more of an anti-Pharah composition. But they have to kill the Pharah, and they have to kill the rest of the double shield, and I'm not sure how well equipped this team comp is to do it.
Yeah, they're not even...
They're just, they don't care. They don't care. They're just running it down mid.
Yeah.
There's no care whatsoever. This is the tried and true LSFC strategy, and so far it's working. Down goes Pancake to start, but here's the barrage. He's going to find poison, but he puts himself really into the open. There's a lot of trades here. Can the Mercy get it on the ground? She can get the res. Not quite. Flash and fan, and Snowcoke gets him. Sunless. The DPS are still alive in this situation, but they may get hunted down here. That's a lot of people close into the corner. Down they go.
Yeah.
Still not terrible. That was a good fight. Definitely more than that attempt we're seeing. Oh, that's a miss. But Dab's not going to be happy he doesn't get that one back. Just gonna quietly use that molten core over there. Mom said, put the molten core away. It's not yours today. She comes in, smashes Dab's Q key. That one's not going to be happy. He's not going to have that for the next rotation. There is no barrage. There is no coon. And in they come. Gravitic Flux. That's a lot of them.
It caught a tank, that caught Sunless. That's really good right now, because that turret, that's what really prevented, gave Asuna Sleepy here the room to get so much value on that Pharah, because Echo's the only one really contesting it. Snowcoke's been pushing forward and trying to focus down turrets. Gonna reset Big Brain Boy there, and while that Molten Core was wasted, that Gravitic Flux from Macho Man definitely makes up for it.
Alright, we have to get eventually towards the ultimate fights for the LSFC. Sunless, building up towards this dude. I mean, more of his value has been in his resources. Snowcoke, he has to hit the shots. 77%. Oh my god, the Bongo. It's all brutal. Bongo is such an annoying ability to play against. It is constant damage, constant mitigation, but Snowcoke, he might be making it work. Almost gets capped there by Dabmaster, but he's going to stay alive, and it now has that Deadeye. He needs this. Bongo now is going down. Here comes the speed and the Deadeye up now into the front line. He spots the Pharah, catches the Mercy, and Big Brain Boy, he's going to combine, get the other one down, and now finally LSFC looking like they might be able to push through. Whoever, not quite over yet, that Molten Core is going to find the main healer here. Poison goes down. Flash, but there goes Bren. That's the main healer gone. There's no one left here for the Deepdish. They are going to get a valiant attempt here at defending this point B. A 3v2 is definitely looking in the favor. Doesn't see that. Dabmaster, he finds two. He's going to get Flash Fan here. Now the Orisa left. He will go down. But we're not sure if this one's over yet. Yep, here's the pharmacy. Oh no!
Oh no, that was stupid.
That was an attempt, but there was just enough DM left, and Snowcoke he hit the shot at just the right time, and I think that was a brutal mistake.
Yeah.
The ult charge now, the ult economy completely ruined here for the Deepdish.
Actually, you know what? That's not bad, because Dab swapped off that far to go to that McCree, which I think is a little stronger here. So you know what? That's not a complete waste, but I mean, yeah, you had a little bit more time to take that approach how you wanted to if you were Dab.
I think you really would have liked to have that barrage to cut out one of these rotations that LCF are now going to be able to make with ultimates.
Yeah, because I mean, your ults are just destroyed.
Shatter isn't effective, but guess what is? That's an Echo. Copy into the front line. He's going to be able to shield, take a lot of the damage. Okay, he's demeched immediately. Copy? Demeched? Not really sure what to call that. Yeah, Boy Wings, he's going to eat a lot of this damage there, and a little bit too aggressive, a little bit too fast. And kind of that moment, the moment of opportunity may have been wasted there by LSFC. Some shots probably going to come through. I mean, maybe something's going to do with that Echo. Maybe not going to be super effective in a Kree Torb. So it may say Heem swap over. Yep, Junkrat. Okay, that's something. Not what I expected. But against Orisa, it makes sense to break shields. But now, Shatter, Amp Matrix, Bongo. Oh, this is just stalling ultimates for days. LCC are going to have to come from behind to really get a grip on the second point of this map.
I think I definitely like the swap onto that Junkrat. I think maybe a good counter here would be for Pancakes to go onto that Sigma, just because Junkrat has so much damage, and that's Sigma loves damage, man. Otherwise, though, Snowcoke. Yeah, rotating round. Gonna find one Pancakes off that Deadeye. Shatters wasted from both teams here in these past two fights, but your boy Wings already has 50% towards his next one. Big Green Boy gonna be probably the next one to pop it after this is over, but Dabmaster does find Snowcoke as they're trying to push up the staircase here. That Junkrat getting so much value, especially with that beat coming out and that window right there. Bombs as well, getting so much value. It's actually going to almost kill the Reinhardt here for Deepdish, forcing to that room.
That's a big bomb. Hold up. That is
Whoa.
Not quite enough going to be there, but the trades are too much here. They might be able to get some point progress here, but I'm not even sure. It's both supports on point. Leapy's out, though. his support's getting it cleaned and cleaned up. I mean, you have to. That's a very good effort there from LSFC. They are going to clean away a lot of the ultimates that Deepdish had to start this one. So this attack is probably going to be a good one with a Shatter and a Riptire coming on. Only against a Shatter and a High Noon. So once again, ultimates v ultimates, but this is a more of a fairer fight, I would think. LSFC, they're still coming from behind though. 2CP is notoriously difficult if you're not getting big team wipes. This tire has to be glorious.
Yeah, I with the missed shatters though. Oh, especially with that Reinhardt jumping down low, this could already be pretty big here. It's gonna provide a lot of opportunities for this tire to really path its way through. It's only gonna go for Rural though, interestingly enough. But with another trade onto Dab, I mean actually with another kill onto Dab, and the first trade going out onto your boy Wings here, it's not gonna be that bad actually for the LSFC. They are gonna lose another 2 people here as the shields are just a little bit too strong, and that Doomfist swap can be absolutely destroying this D.Va's attempt at a flank right now. Again, it's just gonna be the DPS and the support staying in the front line, and I think it's just they're trying to push this a little awkwardly. They just don't know how to necessarily break this Torb.
Not quite realistically, and it's rough. It is rough going watching a lot of this. They're gonna have to make some big swaps. Doomfist, Wrecking Ball. That's a turret a little bit far out.
I mean,
they gotta go for the touch here. Boy Wings, he's looking for it. There's a Doomfist on the side though. Jab trying to cut him off. He is going to, but he's not going to catch Obamacare. But 99% towards the beat. That's so rough. He doesn't quite get there. Dev's denied once again on the ball. Your Boy Wings, he can't quite make it there. The stall isn't there. Snowco goes down, and Deepdish. Really, they learned from their last match. They learned from their last match. They learned what they needed to play against, how they needed to play against it. And they're going to deny LSFC on one of their best map picks. It's a good start for them. 2-1 up in this series, courtesy of a few stalls. As soon as that get done, he gets cleaved with the hammer. Soundless is back. It's always difficult. He's the last one to die, but with the last spaz of the mouse, Deepdish, halfway to their first title.
Yeah, I mean, okay, in all honesty, LSFC, it's 2CP. Like, it's a rough matchup. So, like, fair enough. And it looks like LSFC are just stronger overall in, like, the trade wars, the attrition, rather than these big explosive plays, which seem to really favor the Deepdish right there. I mean, look at that. That's just really, really good angle. And but you know what? The LSFC did adapt and learn throughout that map, so it's not like they were completely hopeless. Just that I don't think they were given enough time there to really take that home. Moving on, though, I mean, they're going to have another map pick here, and it is going to be a mode that I think favors their playstyle a lot more right now in Hanamura. Or, sorry, in Hybrid, which I definitely think might go more in favor of King's Row. I mean, it's LSFC, you love those tight corridors, it's Doomed Paradise, and gives Snowcook a bit of a chance to flex that Widow muscle.
He's back at it again, King's Row. You know it. I mean, it's pretty obvious. They're the brawl team. They want to pick this map. They want to just start running people over. I think Deepdish still has some room for counterplay here, so this is definitely still going to come down to a battle of skill. But we got games to play.
I think it's going to come down to, honestly, the May, because there's not a lot of hit scan really here right now for the Deepdish, especially with Radio probably going back to another game of comp. So I think the Deepdish are a little bit pressed here. I mean, they might throw Asuna onto that Tracer, but Asuna's also Sleepy is usually the one to go for that May as well. It's a little bit of a tough scenario right now if you are on the Deepdish. They might just try another sim strat, but I mean, LSFC looks like they know how to deal with these sim strats. I mean, we've been seeing them for basically 12 weeks straight, so it's not like LSFC have gone up against the Deepdish TP strats before, so it's not like they're wholly unaware of what's going to happen.
Yep. So Deepdish, they'll start the attack again. They know what they're doing here. I mean, we've seen a variety of responses from them. So I mean, we could see Faro, we could see Sim.
I mean, in a weird world,
if they can win this map.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Yeah, I was gonna say in a weird world we might see Rushdown.
Yeah, I mean, they might come back to it too. I mean, Mr. Macho Man has been very, very confident on this Zarya. He's been building grabs very, very quickly. He knows what he's been doing on this hero thus far. So I don't doubt it if they go back to that. And hell, I mean, look at the man. He's GM.
Oh yeah.
Playing this tank, so it certainly does make sense why he's able to farm as well as he has. So Okay, one swap. LSFC, they are going to make it the first off tank for the second off tank. Robo Ego will enter the fray. I'm not sure if that signifies a change in strategy.
No, but it does signify that we are going to guaranteed see Zarya or Diva. So they're gonna go. I mean, I know Big Brain Boy is playing that basically too, but Robo Eagle is like their Zarya specialist, right? Zarya Diva specialist. So they're 100% gonna be going traditional LSFC brawl on Kings Row. Yeah, so like we're gonna be seeing that Rhine Diva probably as an opener. Snowcoke gonna be on that widow, at least for their attack. I think for the defense they might go with the Zarya, but probably Robo Eagle's probably gonna open up with that Diva just to see what Deepdish are gonna throw out into the water. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, if Deepdish can take this, they're in a really awesome spot. I mean, like this is, I think probably LSFC's best map. Uh, but I do predict, if anything, it's going to be if probably the next two maps are going to go towards the LSFC. I mean, they dominated on Route 66, and after this is Escort, so LSFC have a huge chance of firing back, and with Deep Dish being such a mental team, that could carry over back to the Assault map as well, like that comes after the Escort. So either way, this could 100% just keep swinging in favor of the LSFC.
Still following the pattern, man. We're still following the pattern of Season 1 finals, I think almost down to a T. I think maps 1 and 2 were reversed in this case, but this could be the start of a big LSFC momentum here. I'm not sure. I'm just simply speaking from the past, and perhaps from my bias to an extent. But I think as we're both slightly biased casters, I mean, you know, certainly you hanging with the Deep Dish crowd more, me with the LSFC, I think it balances out pretty evenly.
Yeah. No, like, yeah, for sure. Yeah, like, I in all honesty though, I think this really, at least the next bunch of maps for sure favor the LSFC for sure. They are going to be absolutely dominant for a little while here, and I don't see there being a lot that you can necessarily do to prevent that. I think you 100% should not try to if you are on the LSFC. Like there's nothing that you're gonna do to swing these. I think for them right now, it's gonna be a battle against themselves to really make sure that they don't get tilted, basically, that they keep their cool, and that they're gonna be able to really push this how they need to.
It was like we got a couple waiting on it. We're almost gonna be R in this situation, but I mean, I don't know how if there's really much else I gotta say here. Currently playing a word game right now. Someone challenged me mid-match, and I figured you'd be able to keep this one going. But at the end of the day, I can multitask, ladies and gentlemen. Don't doubt me.
What is this, competitive Scrabble?
Competitive anagrams. My sister has challenged me mid-game, so as they say, you win, you lose. And I'm probably going to be taking the air hail, as I will. Unlucky, very close. Again, she spams words, as we have seen some spam comps, honestly. Sun this got a little bit unlucky on the Junkrat there. But time's getting close. Okay, LSFC, they're ready to get this one started. Deep Dish, maybe soon. Map number 4. And a potential 7-map series. We have got past probably the best thing for the draw, so we're probably not going to see an 8-map series, but Kings Row, you know, it's a possibility. We got another Assault map headed up later, so we'll see.
Yeah, I think it's a huge possibility here. They have a really big shot at taking this. Yeah, I think this 100% can be in the favor right now of the LSFC. If they can just, again, if they can just get that momentum on their side, it's 100%. I think it's 100% favoring them.
Back at it again with the pranks. Here we go. Map number 4, Deep Dish on the attack as always. We'll see how far they can push this one. I mean, LSFC, they did get the win on the hybrid, so maybe Escort is going to, I mean, on the Escort, maybe potentially hybrid bleeds into it a little bit. I'm not sure. What's interesting is that we haven't seen Optimal come in under these maps, so maybe he has a potential for later in the series. They just feel comfortable with this 6, or they're just waiting for one of them to get burned out, and then Optimal potentially coming in here. Robo Eagle will enter the fray. I'm not sure what exactly that signifies. Oh, hold on. Okay, all right. Forgot LSFC was on the defense here. I have no idea what the hell these guys are planning on coming out on. I mean, so far these are heroes that each of the individual players on Deep Dish would come out on normally. Obviously in many different says I don't think we've seen this combination of 6 heroes together before, but
that's weird.
Let's see. All right, 9 seconds to go. It's the brawl on the side of LSFC. May McCree, very standard. Some swaps now coming through from the side of Deepdish, and this is what we're looking at. Double hit scan, Sleepy Widowmaker. We're going to get it started. He has the damage boost to begin with. But LSFC, they're all going to be hiding pretty quickly. Sleepy, he's back now over. Farah, okay, so the plan is Orisa, the plan is Farah, the plan is Poke. Now LSFC will have to be careful.
Yeah, it looks like kind of with the evolution of like kind of experimenting with these poke styles, these Orisa poke kind of combinations are starting to work out, but a great flank there coming in from the LSFC, gonna be catching Dabmaster and basically neutralizing this whole push that just absolutely massive, caught everybody out of position. They're gonna keep pushing forward, finding both tanks right now, and probably gonna be finding that Farah as the LSFC have to, as the Deepdish have to retreat into their spawn.
Just barely. Rogo Ego goes deep for the chase, and he is going to get it. Your boy Wings is able to cleave away at that front line, and we see the immediate swaps. Farah, they are going to keep it as they're very close towards this barrage. The Dabmaster on May, and the swaps will come over from the tanks onto Reinhardt Sigma. So again, they want to keep this poke. And Sleepy, he's close to this barrage. And May's just going to come out, immediately blocked now up by the May wall. If he wants to swing, that's a nice freeze. Immortality Field's going to be a little low, and Pancakes, oh my god, they're all falling. They're all falling. A haystack comes tumbling down. Your boy Wings is going to be able to get it done. I mean, the barrage is finally built up. We have Ant Matrix coming out, but that is a very effective team fight victory as Sleepy will get chased down. A little bit of stagger there. Not too bad. Deepdish, they got to come up with a little bit more than that. LSFC starting strong, but this could be the turn in the fight here.
Something I'm really noticing is that there's the tanks are just constantly getting caught out right now for the Deepdish. Oh, good block right there with that Sigma. Gonna be blocking half of it, but it does catch the Farah of all people. And with everyone low right now, that's gonna be another push gone. They even got the barrage? What? I didn't even notice that.
Put your bingo cards out. I don't think any of us were expecting to see barrage denied by Earth Shatter, because that's exactly what happened in that fight. And because he was that low to the ground, he wasn't able to fly up high enough to the point where he could potentially try to dodge that fire strike then that came from your boy Wings. He even dies to that. And Sleepy's done. He's boomed. The immediate swaps come through. But here comes the first start. Blizzard, it's there. Ant Matrix is going to try to get countered out. That one by the Gravitic Flux. Dev, your boy Wings is going to fall. Blizzard also countered out by Sunless. There's really not a lot of room here for Deepdish to move. And that's a nice bomb into the back. Pancakes, he gets the dodge on there just in time. But Sleepy, he's there on the flank. Immediately punished there by Snowcoke, though. Here comes the remake. A minute 21 left. Both tanks of the Deepdish still alive. That's a nice shatter. Can they get him? Pancakes, he's low. He's getting the heals up. And Matrix is going to keep them alive for the time being. We still have to wait. This fight is not quite yet over. And here comes LSFC. They're back in. They have 4 players left. They might want to just take a little bit of a fight back. I mean, to be fair, Deepdish haven't even captured the first pick on this point yet.
True. That MOWL wall, though, definitely gonna solidify that this point basically going into... Oh my... What? Okay, they do get him. Okay, I was gonna say, if he gets anything from that, that's so stupid. But they are gonna be able to get Sunless out. 3 of them falling, 3 of the LSFC falling. This is squarely in the hands of the Deepdish. But the time bank just keeps ticking away. You need this clock.
I feel like that was much more of a play just simply because they had to play with that Farah for a long time. LSFC getting very close, but Deepdish hold their nerve. They hold it strong through the High Noon, through the Earth Shatter. Either one of those landing, I will mind you, would probably have been an LSFC retake of that point.
Wait, they used Shatter?
Both of those getting denied. Yes, Earth Shatter.
Yeah.
Both Earth Shatter and High Noon denied by the Deepdish. LSFC, they're going to pop that ones. And Deepdish, a little bit of an ultimate advantage, and that is immediately going to get recognized. Oh my god. Bede's going to be counted out here for the Flux. That's going to come down, drop down, but now Sleepy's going to be building up. No, Stabmaster, excuse me, getting close towards this Ant Matrix. Sunless, he's in, he's out. The Earth Shatter, it's only going to find Robo Eagle. That's a Diva. And this Ant Matrix is a little preemptive. It's on the corner close to them, but not quite far away. And he will get felled, however, courtesy of this Ant Matrix, and your boy Wings tries to go a little bit deeper than I probably think he should have. Robo Eagle actually is going to get caught here. They're going to clean him up very, very quickly.
Yeah, that was a weird Ant Matrix, but honestly, with how the pacing of that went, with LFC pushing them there, honestly worked out really well. Unexpected, and I mean, right now, Deepdish taking every advantage they can get because they're low on time. Pushing forward, they're going to try to take this corner with it's just to buy them more distance right now as the regroup is coming in. taking LSFC a little bit longer, just get those respawns up as they're looking for probably an Ant Matrix of their own to try to open up some opportunities for Sunless or Snowcoke here. Oh my, no. That High Noon, though, going to be catching out Sunless, and that's going to clean up absolutely everybody. I mean, that was really fortunate. They caught barely the top of Sunless in the back.
Poison is trying desperately to stay alive, and they're going to run his ass down and spawn because of that one. That is brutal. Deepdish, they have really realized the name of the game needs to be aggression. Even though they are playing with the Sigma, which definitely is more of a come-from-behind hero, they need to go. And the fact that they're able to do so really proving that. I mean, Mr. Mantra Man, he's built up another group at a Clux. That one is going to be pretty helpful as we head towards this fight. Sunless has got the Meteor Strike, and LSFC, they certainly have the tank ultimates that they may need to do this, but Sunless is just going to get cut. He falls. Here comes. That's an Earth Shatter. Earth Shatter is going to go down. It is going to knock most of the people down, but they're just going to get counted out. Earth Shatter, not Earth Shatter. High Noon. Does find Pancakes there, and it seems like that will be enough to push Deepdish back.
Yeah, it looks like they really don't want to push without that Reinhardt, without Pancakes in the fight right there. I definitely like that, and that was a really good counter there. I mean, Macho Man, I mean, these Sigmas, in all honesty, have just been dominating. Like, they're the name of the game at this point. But Sunless going to be trying to change that.
My God. I'll look away for 2 seconds. Look away to get a sip of water, and immediately there's some people yelling, I think Sunless just he disappeared. Thin air.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's going straight in. Good Lord, that is aggressive, and he will get his body. His corpse goes straight to the ceiling. And now I'm in LSFC. They are going to get bullied. Oh, yeah, bullied. He's not quite off the map. And that is a nice sound barrier. That's going to keep a lot of them alive for the time being as Pancake pins directly to the back. It's a nice play that's going to catch a couple of people out. It's a minute 30 left on the clock here, and Sunless needs to do a lot in the back line, but down
Sleepy.
He falls.
Oh, Sleepy catching free?
He's got free reign for the back line. McCree doing everything he absolutely can and needs to. And that's going to be a minute 19. Pretty good time bank to cap King's Row at all is definitely a success, and to do so with the 100% guarantee of another push on this map means you're doing pretty well in this series. Now let's see, they did get a first point A, good point A defense, so obviously the time bank isn't as big as those second and third points would have indicated a time bank like one normally attributed with a push that size would be.
Yeah.
But LSFC, they get their job done. It's a reasonable hold, not a great one, but a reasonable one, and they get their time to rectify it as we go into their attack.
We have seen LSFC absolutely destroy consistently on this map, though, so I don't feel like 119 is as powerful as it might normally be as, like, basically 2.5 fights. So, I mean, okay, we're going for their Bastion strategy. Normally they would do this on a map like Volskaya, but they're going to be pulling it out here on King's Row, which I really honestly like for them. They're going to be basically just going to be abusing the high ground and the doorway. That gate.
This is your classic. I'm going to gimmick my way through point A. And it's so classic that it's honestly become a reasonable strategy and something that teams have to plan against and consider. The idea, for anybody not aware, is to circle this Mandata statue, as you can see here close towards point A. It's called statue, but we really don't look up and appreciate the true beauty that Overwatch has. And I'm not sure if you're going to see beauty here. You're just going to see fire rain from above, as we have a Symmetra potentially teleporting a Bastion up here to the high ground. Now, Sigma, they have put Mr. Mantra Man on that hero to potentially deny away a lot of the resources. Usually, we're going to see Robo Eagle TP through here. Yep, his shield's going to come out first. Now, Snowcoke, he has free reign from above here. Free reign to teleport back, but that is going to be them starting to get a push now onto the point early. Snowcoke, he has fire here into Hotel, so that's going to be the first tick in for LSFC as Snowcoke tries to rain down. He is going to, he will get rocked off the statue here. So there, they are going to manage to bring him down, but he's just on the low ground. He's still raining fire here onto the point. That's the second tick for LSFC. They really need to go. Here he goes now into the backline. Mr. Macho Man, he might not be able to get the job done. Pancakes, he's alone on the point there. They are going to be dodging a lot of fires. There's a Sigma and a McCree in the backline. Good Lord, but Poison, he got the Ant Matrix. There's a lot of heals coming through. Pancakes is going to completely get the pin. The diff on the MTD there. And oh my God, it all falls apart for them just at the end there. That was very, very close. There was just enough pressure there. Mr. Macho Man, he's able to get on the flank. He's able to do what needs to be done. Shut down Snowcoke for the time being. They may give this one more go, though, with the amount of ult charge that they've been able to get off this.
No.
Swap a Rooney. Get it out of here. Flop it up. Anna for Poison. This is more of a personal pick for him. I like this.
Yeah.
When things go wrong, when Moira isn't to play, because that was his used to be a specialty hero, he's on to Anna. I like this call from them.
Yeah, I wish they would have gone for that Bastion play again, though. It got so much value, but looks like that Blizzard not going to be... Oh my... So many resources dedicated right now for basically nothing right now. That's huge waste, and with that Immortality going down, there's the beat response. Literally bait everything right now for all future fights. So uphill, such an uphill battle right now going to be for the Deepdish. LSFC... I mean, as long as they don't do a lot of swaps again, they're going to have a lot of room to maneuver, ultimate-wise.
Monkey Bulldozer, it is time! This is something we've seen them pull out on control maps in the past in many tournaments. This is an LSFC staple, and it seems like they want it. Oh my god, Pancakes gets utterly annihilated. He's lucky he doesn't get killed there, but that lamp's gonna go down. That's a shatter into 2 shields, but it does catch Sleepy and Dab on the side of those shields. That's not gonna be quite effective in Sunless. Yes, that's a measure barrier across the point. I'm not even sure a big rock can stop the Indian technology that we see there as he beams the rest of Deepdish down. That's gonna clear him off the point. 2 minutes. Pretty reasonable hold for the Deepdish, but a pretty creative one in terms of the way that LSFC chose to retake that and take that point A.
Yeah, that was insanely creative. I really like that, and I mean, Deepdish used literally everything, Immortality, like every single resource before that fight basically started, so... And then Pancakes threw away Shatter. I think if he hit that, it could have gone the other way, but... That shatter is just so important, and Pancakes has really not been able to hit them consistently. I think that's going to hurt the Deepdish over the course of this series, for sure. But looks like Snowcoke going to be the one trying to find the ultimate opportunity. There's finally going to be a decent shatter onto your boy Wings, who does have that nano, so that is a really good use of it. 3 people down for the LSFC, 1 down right now for the Deepdish. Deepdish pushing forward and trying to take as much space as possible, reclaim that payload from... the evil blue team.
That's a nice fight that they were able to win right there. Not a lot of ultimates used from the Deepdish, but they're able to get it done as the nano goes a little bit too aggressive, combined with a very nice shatter there on the side of Pancakes. Shatter? I don't believe it was a shatter. I'm not sure quite what happened there, but yeah, the momentum will be stunted a little bit. Doomfist, we're back. Sunless Wanton on King's Row, and I can certainly see why. My god,
oh my god!
Shatter is going to be found. Hell, even the sleep! Poison showing up big, cuts down. That gravitic flux, and my god, I've never seen that's violence, speed, and momentum.
I don't think,
in the famous words of Dr. Disrespect, I've never seen a team fight go that fast to a team using so few ultimates in my life.
I don't think Deepdish are going to be able to touch, like, the swap from Macho Man's onto Orisa. They don't plan on even contesting that. Wow. Talk about manhandled. Holy crap.
It's a good start, though.
Yeah, it is a
LSFC, they gotta have more to do, though, here. Oh, god, they're running away. My goodness, that's a Blizzard. That's a high noon. Poison goes down. Yeah, this fight's gonna be lost pretty quickly.
Yeah. I
mean, that's honestly alright for them. LSFC knew that this one probably wasn't gonna go in their favor. And with Ant Matrix and high noon going down, that's a lot of area denial. And at the end of the day, with the Bulldozer comp that LSFC have coming out, their job is to go hard, fast, and aggressive. So, it's not bad that they can get rid of the area denial there in that fight.
Yeah, also that Orisa going to be so helpful. I mean, Mr. Macho Man has been absolutely fantastic here as these off tanks. Looks like the Shatter, though, going to interrupt. Robo Eagles dive in. Dadmaster getting the pick on that. The amplification matrix coming out from Brent and basically shutting down this entire angle, this front door right now. LSFC going to have to back up.
The play style of Winston and Bulldozer is very self-sacrificial. Your job is to get to the back line and like eliminate the Winston, eliminate the Baptiste, or just try to get some distance on him. That's kind of about it. Pancakes is going to pin your boy Wings to the back line, and that may end up being his downfall. He can get the shield back around in time, but Sleepy's just going to take him with a quick punch to the face. But Sleepy says, you have a small fist, I got a better one, and takes down Sleepy with a nice rocket punch to the face. LSFC is going to get the cart moving, and Sellers picking up a nice triple. Goodbye, Robo Eagle. That one might be kind of brutal there. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Both tanks are now going on the side of LSFC. Your boy Wings, he is gonna be on his way back. Snowcoke, he goes for the high noon. He's gonna get zoned a little bit here. Oh, that's a big kill on the Dadmaster. We're looking at a 5v5 here. It still spawns. Shatter's not quite gonna be there. Here comes the Blizzard. Here comes the
Oh, the pull!
Oh, my goodness gracious. Now they go. I still feel like that was a big overall though on the side of the Deepdish, but they used both of their big team fight ultimates to get this one done. Yeah. I'm not sure if the jump into the pit was quite what they were going for, but now look, LSFC, they're back on their bread and butter, their tried and true, what got them the victory on Route 66. Reaper Doom, and they're running it down mid. With a nano boost potentially coming up soon, as well as that beat, I like their odds coming into this last fight here.
Yeah, I think that Mr. Macho Man definitely overcommitted that ultimate, but right now there's going to be that, huge anti as well in the back right now, to know. Dab going to be comboing with that amplification matrix, not finding anything, just shield break. Doomfist coming in the side, Sunless trying to go for it, but again and again, he's just getting pulled out here. Macho Man just denying everything, and with the lack of that push, that's going to lead to the fall of your boy Wings and push the LSFC completely back to spawn.
Well, Macho Man's bongos may not be what's good for him. He has the neutral. The poles have been doing very, very well. However, Pancakes, he might have gotten a little bit too aggressive here, as your boy Wings is going to find two.
Wait, they're still going! Back up!
I'm not sure if there's follow-up here, and now this could be the tides maybe turning here. There's a beat, there's a meteor strike. In goes your boy Wings as Rural just takes him off the edge. He doesn't care.
Okay.
And that's a shutdown of the push.
Yeah.
That one was sorely needed. And now Deepdish in pole position. Look at the ultimates. Blizzard, Sound Barrier, Shatter. Another bongo headed his way.
Yeah, and Dab's gonna be coming up with that noon soon as well. It's all basically up to the Shatter and Sunless. There's gonna be the beat on the start. I don't like that necessarily. He's gonna focus down. Sunless is gonna be focusing down that Baptiste here. Immortality gonna save basically everyone. Not gonna find that much. Your boy Wings as well, also dead, so no Shatter gonna be coming out to save the fight for the LSFC. Gonna have to rely purely on skill, and Pancakes, he has the Shatter, and basically opting not to use it as there's literally no one left to use it on.
Poison can't quite get that Nana boost off on the Snow Cook as he's gonna fall. And Poison is not gonna get run down, due to his credit. He will make it out of there alive. There's gonna be the Nana boost on the Wings who needs to get through him, but he just goes into the mountain. The Golden Arista, hang on a second, that's a massive shatter. They get someone on the cart. Wait a second, Obama is there. This is maybe doable.
Wait, see that?
He's there. He gets it back to card. Courtesy of Wings knocking them all down. There's no stuns. Hang on a second. There's just a Rural left alive on card. The loose who's gonna fall. Now they go. Sleepy's back here onto the Tracer. Can he get the touch of point?
Oh!
The punches there. It's just Stabmaster left on Doomfist. The beat is down, and they somehow get the cap. This map is not over.
What?
How in God's name have they managed to get that contest?
I'm just, that was awesome.
Heroics. The shield not quite at the right angle, and your boy Wings barely on 100 HP with the nano boost lays down the hammer, and down they fall.
I think they got a little aggressive there. I mean, holy crap, the Deepdish thought they had that, but nano boost for life coming in to save the entire game. Oh, that was that is absolutely spectacular. Unfortunately, the LSFC are not going to get another push, but it's point one, and this is the point that arguably the Deepdish had the biggest trouble breaking through.
This could be that could have been a series-defining play.
Yeah.
With the Deepdish poised to go up 3-1, all they need to do is get a couple of remaining kills, and that was going to be them on match point. But now, they may have to go through a gauntlet here. A minute 19 is a fight, maybe two. And it's really not enough time to build up a lot of impactful ultimates. So this has to come down to skill here in the individual players. And as you mentioned, Kid, LSFC, they had a fantastic hold here on their first defense. And now Deepdish, they're going to have to break it. They're going to have to work a little bit harder to get towards that match point. And LSFC, they may have just pulled away a map.
Yeah, something I want to point out here, though, is they're super low on time. I would love to see maybe some Tracer play coming out instead of that Mei, but they're gonna go straight on. They're gonna be able to get all 6 people onto the point. Good Mei walls coming out from both sides. The Sigma Shield not gonna be optimal right now for the Deepdish. Deepdish losing their immortality off the front. The immortality now for the LSFC not gonna be necessarily in use. Is that Mei wall going to be blocking a lot? Yeah, they're not going to need it right now. There's going to be the amplification matrix as well. That Mei wall's gone. The shields are not high right now for the Deepdish. They're going to have to back off, sacrificing that entire play and all of their progress.
They have to try to push to get these kills, though. Macho Man, he's close to that gravitic flux. Now Brent's turn. This is Deepdish's push. They have High Noon. They have Ant Matrix. They have Gravitic Flux. This is everything they need to break a point. And they're going to start by 2 of those ultimates. Here comes the Ant Matrix. It's a little aggressive. That's a lot of heals. That's 3 ultimates used, and they haven't got much value for it. But that's going to be a DMAC countered in by the beat. Obamacare, he's going to get it. Flash Pancakes. He's very, very low. He is going to get the lamp. Here's your boy Wings. He's low again. But down goes Pancakes. That could be the thing. But that's not quite over yet. Your boy Wings will fall as a result. But Snowco, the savior anytime too. Blizzard's going to be there. Ant Matrix. Poison. He needs to cut down these remaining members of the Deepdish, and he finds 2. He picks up 2. That's it.
Rural. Oh no.
The absolute heroics, and Deepdish from absolutely nowhere have won 2 fights that should not have been anywhere close to them losing, and Deepdish are denied the map point.
I mean, this could be huge. LSFC, one, this is their map, but I don't even know what the heck we do here. That's a draw. Huge. This shatter. Oh my god. I'd be really scared right now if I'm on Deepdish. Like, this is kind of a horrifying scenario to be put into. I mean, but Macho, man, so much work. I think they definitely need to keep him in, as we're gonna be moving on to the back to an escort map, and this is where LSFC won. Like, while Kings Row might be their bread and butter, I think they're better suited against Deepdish on the escort, and this could kind of start spelling the beginning of the end if the Deepdish aren't careful.
That's a momentum breaker. Both ways, this map was set to be something defining, and LSFC, they get hard pushed on the first time, right? They get hard pushed. Broke into their limit, a minute 19, and then they get a decent way through the point, but get stymied on point 3 by the Orisa coming out for Mr. Macho Man, and then suddenly they bring it back to a potentially drawn situation, and now to a draw. So Deepdish really have to look to keep their mental up, and LSFC probably, they're not really happy about the draw, but they're happy that they're not on match point. So this is, again, a mental breaker either way. We're going to see as the rest of this series goes on. And remember how I was saying we might see more draws? Yeah, we got an assault map coming up later. We may be coming to 8 or even 9 maps. LSFC is not a stranger to that in the past. We're going to see if it comes out again. Rialto is their pick. This is a tried and true for LSFC. I would argue it's actually more so than Kings Row. So they may be looking to even this one up quickly.
Yeah, I think this is 100% in favor right now of the LSFC. Rialto is super strong. I might have wanted to see Havana, but honestly, Rialto is super good pick for this team. They have such a great opportunity to really push forward and dominate, and I'm excited to see them take it. Basically, they're just forcing Deepdish into the most uncomfortable position you want to be in right now, because Deepdish, in all honesty, don't have long games. They don't have to expend a lot of their resources all the time. They don't really have to go the distance. Last week was basically the only time that they've won above 5 maps. And LSFC here, I mean, they've gone the distance basically all the time, so they're going to try to smash through the Deepdish right now and really take over, and I'm loving this for them right now. That last game is awesome, and if Poison can get another nano like that, this could just spell the end of the game. Gonna be moving in though, just waiting on that small bit of ready right now. Taking a small bit of a break right now, especially as I like what's happening here for the LSFC. They're not really making too many swaps, keeping Robo Eagle in that Diva so massive. That was such a big difference, blocking a lot of the damage coming out here from the Deepdish. Deepdish not making really any swaps almost at all. Radio is back into the lobby, so I'm guessing he's probably going to be asked to swap it in. Never mind. Going to be staying out maybe for next map. Or maybe he's just in between comp games. We don't know. Either way, this is in such big favor of the LSFC for me that like completely changes the momentum of the game. And I think Deepdish, I mean, they're still up 2-1. They're still up 2-1, so they do have a huge advantage in maps alone. But I mean, I'm kind of excited to see what else LSFC is hiding in their little bag of tricks there. I mean, they haven't been that flexible up until this point, and they have a big opportunity to be right now.
I have a couple of sneak peeks into this one, and it is going to be something similar. Previously, it all depends on their DPS that they have in at the moment. Previously, I believe they would have, not sure, I believe it was Incubome, correct me if I'm wrong. If it's Uga, he's gonna kill me, but regardless. I believe it was Incubome that it was going to be on the, Torbjorn. They actually put a Torbjorn here for the spawn camp. I guarantee you're going to see LSFC run towards the spawn here. They really do like playing this Winston. And Optimal, this is Soldier's pick. So, Soldier, Optimal, this is Soldier's pick. Soldier, this is Optimal's pick. This is the DPS that he prefers. Double hit scan, this is stall, so this is what they're going to go for. Pushing up very, very far here, and this is a good start. Dabmaster, he begins with a fair. Oh my god, that's a first pick. And traded back very, very quickly, but that's a more important one. I think LSFC, I think your boy Wings and Robo, they're still going to try to hold on this point here for as long as it can, and so far it's very successful. The Tracer will fall early as Sleepy goes down. Okay, Optimal will fall as courtesy of Dabmaster. There goes Obamacare. That actually wasn't terrible. I mean, you know, 30 seconds, could be worse. They're going to get out of here.
Yeah.
But certainly stymied quickly, my god. That's a quick pick from Sleepy.
Sleepy Austin there, I mean, he's one clip's Doomfist of all people to one clip. Like, he has been consistently awesome. Yeah, he did that earlier in this match, actually.
Earlier, I was like, what are you talking about? That's a Baptiste, sir.
Yeah, no. I'm not that crazy. I might be a little waxed, but I'm not that crazy, okay?
Oh my god, that's a quick swap. Okay, so obviously thinking of the adaptation and just saying 6-man is the play. Keeping Optimal and the Comfort Hero on the Soldier, that's perfectly fine. But they want to go heavy, hard, and fast. Your boy Wings, he's looking for the jump. He spots the end on the high ground. That's going to knock him off, and Rural taking a lot of pressure very, very early. So is your boy Wings, but it's not going to be quite as enough. They are going to maintain control of the corner now. And this does start to get very, very impactful as Optimal finds Pancakes. A nice hit scan pick up there. Asuna goes down. Not bad. Good start for the lads.
Yeah. LSFC, really nice. I mean, this corner just seems to be really abusive for them, and Snowcoke just getting so much value on these tanks. Just basically every second he's alive. It's going to force Sleepy Asuna there to swap over onto that Reaper of his own. But with that Soldier ultimate, this push, I think, is basically dead. I mean, it looks like the Deepdish continue want to push this, but there comes out a Nano, gonna make me eat my words, probably.
Here's the start. Nano is on the backline. He does not have a lot of very immobile supports to go on, and he's taking a lot of pressure. Bomb into the back as Mr. Macho Man's gonna try Mirage 2. For all the ultimates, they've only found the one kill. That's a DMX. Okay, here's kill number 2. Pancakes has found his way into the backline with a Primal. He may punish Optimal for his mistake. Yes, he will. Optimal is not gonna get that Mega Health Pack. He's gonna get punished. Set back into the backline. He's trying to run down Obamacare too, but he's going to run straight to the shotguns of a Reaper. So that's a quick retreat for Pancakes here. With all these fights, they blew 4 ultimates in that fight. They got a team fight win, but LSFC, they get a return and they get a coalescence to start it. Here we go. Running that one down mid. They don't really have a lot of heals coming up towards. This is up to Dab. He's trying to get on the backline and punish down your boy Wings, but he will find Rural before he dies. And he's going to even get out to the backline. Rogue Eagle, he has his bomb. And he just runs down the Mercy. Brent goes down. There's a D-Mech. Macho Man's not doing anything. Down falls. Yeah, there he goes. Optimal trying to poke Dabmaster out of the sky, and they're going to actually chase really far to try to get this kill. Snowcook, he's really trying to get him with the Reaper. He's built the Death Blossom, and Dabmaster will be safe. Macho Man returns to the mech, doesn't have to take a quick hop off the edge. But so far, going well for LSFC. A minute left on Deepdish's attack.
It is going well, but they are basically on a knife's edge of this first point. Basically one fight on either side. If Optimal is going to get a really big play, now's the time. Snowcoke, though, going to be has been showing up all these fights, and with that Death Blossom, could be making a world of difference. Looks like there's going to be some mobility changes over here as they're going to go over the top, and behind, Optimal's going to go down first. That's going to open up and use the defense matrix. Robo Eagle not having it. That's going to open it up for Asuna to get that D-Mech, that bomb as well. Not going to be finding anything right there for Robo either. Pancake's going to be finding that Reaper in the back, but that... Farah barely going to be saved for a little while there. There's going to be Optimal as the tail end of that beat is going to come down. Poison going to be swapping over to that support ultimate, popping that Coalescence. The bomb a little bit too high there, only going to be catching the D-Mech onto Robo. Finally going down there as Dab is going to be back, getting in some big hits off those rockets. Looks like it's going to slow a little bit as the Fire here is going to go for another ultimate. Not finding anything there. A little bit overzealous as Asuna going to be getting a lot of damage. Getting hit really hard in return as Snowcoke is taking advantage of this corner. There's going to be the second Death Blossom of this fight, actually. As Diva, Robo Eagle, barely going to be making it back. Is finally going to die, I think, as it's just the Reaper and the Diva left. With the... Oh my... Double nade, actually, going to be catching... That was a really good anti. Rural finding 3.
That is a long fight there. LSFC almost had enough to overcome it. If they were able to build up towards their 3rd round of ultimates in that fight alone, it was not going to be a happy Deepdish getting full hold there. But at the end of the day, they are managing to get the cap over. We're going to see some swaps. Dabmaster on the Sombra. Definitely want to play more in that 6-man style. Sleepy got just a little bit more value than Snowcoke. and Optimal's over onto Sombra. Again, another one of the picks that I know he loves, and he's able to play at a very consistent level. So a true 6-man here, and we're getting close to that from Deepdish. So we're going to see the mirror. But here comes the first part of that, Nano Boost. Pancakes is going to receive that, Dab's going to get hacked up. That may serve him his doom. It's not quite going to. He will be able to teleport out. But guess who's in the backline? It's Sleepy. He finds one. Traded out as Brent will fall at the same time. Pancakes trying to punish a Reaper player, of all people, and he's actually just going to go for the straight-up death ball.
Oh!
Not gonna be. Pancakes and Sleepy shut him down. They're both very, very low, but so Sleepy will fall in return. And the tank's very low. Pancakes, he does make it with the mega health pack, though, and this one isn't over yet. Your boy Wings, he has to try to stay alive here. He's got the Moira heals. Where will he go? He has the bomb. He's got to clear it up. There's the hack on a Pancakes, going to prevent him from doing any intensive damage in the fight. And your boy Wings goes all the friggin' way in, but he's not going to get caught with that primal, even though going down very low. Oh, he's aggressive once again, but it doesn't matter thus far. The ultimate's now starting to get built up. Optimal, he's not at that bomb yet. EMP, but the bomb is still there. Now it's time. He's going to go a little bit aggro, doesn't get back in the mech, and your boy Wings to get it felled at the same time. And here's the EMP. Do they have anything with it? Not quite sure yet. It doesn't look like Optimal's going to go for it. Asuna, Sleepy, his Death Blossom is more than enough. 3K for him. They're going to keep this cart rolling.
I think if Optimal with that front for that EMP there, that could have been absolutely massive. But holding on to it, also definitely a good choice. Patience is definitely a virtue, and it's something that LSFC have demonstrated over the course of this season. Chicago Deepdish, definitely a little bit more impatient of a team, as we've seen throughout this series alone. Definitely going for those riskier plays, and it looks like their gambles, though, going to be paying off. As a huge EMP, and the return going over 5 hacked on basically either side. A lot of damage coming out as Pancakes hits low, but the beat is going to be coming out here for the Deepdish, giving him a lot of advantage. Coalescence coming out from Poison 44 right there. The Pancakes is going to be focused down to be very low there, forced to retreat. Reaper, Snowcoke pushing forward, take the opportunity, finding one. Going to be backing out as looks like the LSFC don't want to really push back this opening. There's going to be the Nano coming out onto Pancakes, a good hack, going to be finishing off that Reaper Asuna. Rural's Nano still getting a little bit of value, but essentially the Deepdish are throwing resources at a brick wall. They're not going to be finding any momentum in this place, as they're going to be forced to retreat back to spawn and change it up, going for McCreamy.
Optimal with a crucial play there to potentially save the course of that fight. There was a lot of pressure being put onto that front line, but as the EMP came in at the back line from I believe Dab there on the Sombra.
Yep.
Optimal goes for his own and makes sure to get the double hack onto that D-Mech Diva who went for the bomb at the same time. And the fact that the Diva was not in that fight for most of that time meant that Pancakes get fell first. Now, obviously, we're going to swing the... Oh! He tries to go for the pin, but your boy Wings, he's had enough of that. Snowcoke's going to clean things up with a Death Blossom. That's going to find that. Baptiste and his Ant Matrix as well. It's just good response. It's call and it's response. And your boy Wings and LSFE, they're looking practice in the Reinhardt 6-man. And one more fight left. Snowcoke gets a little bit aggressive and gets felled. But Optimal's going to make his way out of there, and the ultimates are stacked for days. Dab needs to get a Blizzard, needs to get it now.
Yeah, to be fair, though, for Deepdish, you do like that Ultimate's used. They need as much of an opportunity here as possible with just 12 seconds left. That bomb not going to be finding anything. Coalescence going to be finding a lot of value right there because that road is just so punishing and straight. Snowcoke finding the picks. There's going to be the EMP onto everyone from the Deepdish. That's going to be it. That's the end here. This McCree, hey, it's just a Hail Mary. It's not going to find any value. I think this is just the end here. Macho Man, though, trying to build it up, unable to touch. Going to be left to Sleepy, but he's never gonna make it there.
We've seen this story before. This is just a replay of Route 66, as there is just clinical play on the third point of this map. Ultimates used perfectly and correctly, and your Bull Wings takes just the right amount of pressure with Poison and Obamacare keeping him alive the best they possibly can. It is just enough. And 43 meters. That is a fight past point B. They like this one. However, this is not time to get really complacent yet, as point A on Rialto is known for being a point that has held a lot of teams within its icy grips. Sunny, get cold and icy, because it does not feel good for you when you get full health in this map.
Oh, no.
So also see, they still have to be careful, but they're certainly looking the favorite, as their ultimate economy and their usage of it has been top-notch this map so far.
True enough. Looking at the compositions, it looks like the LSFC, being in Venice, are going to want to flood the map again with just an overwhelming amount of control and damage. Going to be going for that Sombra and Reaper yet again, followed up with that Reinhardt Diva. I mean, it's working. Don't change it. Macho Man going to be swapping over to that Sigma. I think it worked really well for them at the back end of that last fight, or that last half of the round, so really liking that. But they're going to go with the May McCree, calling the lack of a air basically, because Dab is just basically gonna be trying to playing on that low ground, waiting for flashes.
5, 4,
All right, here we go. Run it back. Reinhardt 6-man will be the pick for LSFC. They do really like this one as we move on forward. It's going to be the main McCree with Macho Man back on the Sigma for the deep dish. So very much standard staples of what these guys have been doing. There are no secrets anymore. There are no crazy strategies. Just good, honest Overwatch, which is what we like to see. Optimal is in the back line here. Going to get some quick farm up here, getting towards this EMP closer and closer. That's a nice flashbang. He's going to catch a certain amount of them, but the wall is going to be a little bit more deadly. Yeah, Boy Wings, he is felled. There is no lamp bounce around the corner to save him, as in fact, there is no Baptiste. Poison obviously trading out the Moira for the BAP. It's going to be a lot more raw heals. But in place of that, there's no hit matrix. Snow Cookie actually gets a TP into the backline. I think he thought he was going to get popped off the map, and so he tried to do it. They're going to see if they can speed him out alive. It seems like they will be able to. He's just able to get around the corner. LSFC denied first, but Poison, he's got that cold to perhaps start the rush here for LSFC.
Yeah, but LSFC, definitely not going to be as strong in this ultimate game for a little bit. That Coalescence is the only thing they're going to have up against a Blizzard. That's such a huge ultimate. If Robo Eagle can eat yet another one of these ults today, this could be massive. They're going to try entering in. There's going to be the McCree. There's the Sigma as well. But Dab saying no, denied. But for some reason, Deepdish, I think the impatience peeking through, using literally everything.
That you described that very, very well, and I kind of like that thus far. That is a Coalescence. A Coalescence. Perhaps the cheapest ultimate in the game to generate. And High Noon, Gravitic Flux, and Blizzard burn to win that fight. LSFC are probably happy with that rejoinder. Now, they're probably not happy with the ult charge of some of their players. I really think Deepdish, that's where they've been getting the majority of the advantage there. It's just simply off the sheer amounts of ult charge they've been able to generate. I mean, Dab, he's 45% back. He's going to get 50. He should probably be able to build up the rest of High Noon in this fight. Here's the Ant Matrix. That's going to probably stave them off a little longer. Snoko is going to get dropped down. He's going to rotate back, and he's probably the biggest loser this map so far. 2 minutes, 40% to the Death Blossom. He's not happy.
Now Deepdish trying to find, basically actually look for their opponents right there, hiding in the room for a very long time. Finally, the LSFC are going to push, but the payload already back down the road. It's going to cost them a fight, basically. There's Pancakes going down, Snowcook finding the pick. There's open ground really working out for them as Optimal going to get another nice hack and another kill. Robo Eagle popping the ultimate a little bit hastily there, I think, but it is going to basically force the Deep Dish back and allow the LSFC to gain that distance that they basically just gave up for free. Macho Man, what is he doing? He's so aggressive.
He's got another one. I mean, I think the big thing with this fight, okay, Optimal, he needs to get the hack on this Lucio. This is crucial. He sees the team. He's ready for the EMP. Whirl is hiding in the backline. You can see him waiting for it.
No.
He's going to go deep, and not deep enough.
Oh,
the hack isn't actually going to cancel out. Snowcoke, he does get the first kill. Damaster goes down before he gets the beat, and Pancakes, he goes down as well. Snowcoke, he gets into the front line. That's going to be that. Sleepy, he's there. Here comes the Blizzard. Where's off the map here? They're going to try to take like a 5v6 here to maybe doable. There's a lot of people frozen. Poison, he feels, he pulls the trigger. It's finally necessary to use the Coalescence. Here comes the High Noon from downtown. There's only one man left on this card, and Poison's going to clean him up.
Honestly, really solid play from the LSFC. They went into the room, Sigma not able to get the targeting, and honestly, Snowcoke just destroying that point. They're going to take it. 3 minutes, 12 on the clock. If I'm on Deep Dish, I am worried. Yeah, you guys held them for a very long time. That's really nice for you, but you're up against LSFC right here in their stride. Swapping over to the Orisa, I like that. Honestly, this Orisa has been working against LSFC. I don't know how it's going to work right here. It's a little bit awkward on this map. Just because of this high ground right here, but they're going to try to go for it. Pushing out here, Snowcoke not going to find basically anything, just find Dab. Optimal finding Whirl off the back end of it, though. That's the really crucial part, that Lucio not getting the ultimate towards the next beat.
Big kill there, and I mean, I feel like the Orisa is going to see a little bit less success. Oh, here's a nice bomb over the top. It is only going to get the immortality.
Patch notes?
I'm not sure if there's a ping there. Yep, it definitely is something. He's going to call for a quick pause. So we're gonna get that one going. It's in a fight.
All right, but I mean, Orisa working out already, 63%. I like that a lot. Torbjorn also working. It's gonna be the full it's just gonna be the full bunker here using that that Torbjorn, the McCree. Dabmaster though very low already, so that's not gonna be spelling good for the gosh, why can I not speak? For the deep dish. Robo Eagle also getting demicked here, so it's going to be basically resting on the shoulders of Snowcoke and Optimal yet again, but we've seen how well they perform in these situations. Snowcoke, though, also going to back off. LSFC looks like they want to regroup right there. Definitely a good call. And they're going to try to reformat for the next fight. That Orisa just makes things so much more complicated, I think, for the team. It basically really helps shut down Optimal, in a sense, just because that Orisa is just, it's a very difficult character to deal with in general. Lots of armor, and that Fortify just makes it hell.
They're going to try to walk through this one. I mean, LSFC's big. Oh my god, that is a flash, and that is a shutdown. The biggest thing that went in the way of the deep dish most of that time, and for that fight specifically, is that with the Orisa and with the Torbjorn, they excel when they are able to control your space. They are not able to do too much of that in this case, because LSFC, they're not having any problems getting across this bridge, getting down on top of their enemies. But now is where you're going to start to see it. Bongo, there is a Torb turret, there is a High Near, and there is a lot of spam damage that can come down. Optimal, he's got to get, he's close to this EMP, he's going to rip it. It is only going to find the 2 tanks, but Pancakes is not going to be very happy with that one. There's the hack into the backline is Sleepy. He gets a little bit aggressive on the Torb, and down he will go. That's going to be 2 kills. Here comes the High Near from the backline, Dabmaster. Oh, but Randy, Robo Eagle, he just shuts him down. There's nothing they can do about this one in a fight where you thought Deepdish had it. They had all the resources all the time, but LSFC with the right support ultimates at the right time clean this one up. There's still a Reinhardt and a Brent left alive, but down they will both go, and we are basically at a last fight scenario here for the deep dish. Now, there's a lot of spells here coming through. Sleepy is going to get it, but that's everyone except Pancakes and Sleepy respawn. So there are 4 people there, and crucially the Orisa. Slowest character definitely here on this team without the movement abilities. And Mr. Macho Man, he's already going to be pretty close to the choke already. 2 minutes. Sleepy back over on a Torbjorn. There's a Reaper ultimate soon, and there is no damage mitigation besides a flashbang. Optimal 60% of the way. Snowcoke, he's just waiting in this front line, just sitting here, just waiting. Optimal, that's a hack. There goes the Reinhardt. They see Pancakes as the Shatter, and now it's the time. Shatter's on the ground there.
Oh no!
Over them, and Deep Dish goes down. LSFC, they're tying things up. The momentum swinging in the favor of LSFC here after that draw, and another resounding victory on Escort map. Number 2. 2-2, we're tied up.
Yeah, I saw that shield break, and that was over, man. That was huge ultimate from that Reaper. LSFC firing back extremely strong going forward, and I mean, I'm really liking this for them, but Deepdish seem to have found basically their rhythm, and I mean, yeah, they lost on the Escort map, but come on, we already said that the Escort was in favor of LSFC. And now we're moving back towards that that Assault map, and then basically straight onto pure control. We do have a hybrid after it, which I believe we were gonna see both of those either way. We're gonna see both the hybrid and control, or sorry, the hybrid and the Assault right now. But afterwards, I mean, control did go favor of. Yeah, I mean, but it went in favor of Deep Dish, so definitely a little awkward right now. So LSFC gonna have to pull it out, but Deep Dish do have the pick, and it is Assault. So Assault definitely, I think, is in favor of the Deep Dish. Basically, the only map I would argue not to do is Volskaya, because it seems like LSFC really like that map. But they're gonna go with it anyway. It's not like it's bad in any case. It's really good for the Pharah play. I just feel like there might be a couple better picks. I mean, honestly though, there are only really 3 maps you can do, so I guess it's better than Anubis, so fair enough.
If you want to play the fair on 2CP, I'm going to say Anubis over Volskaya every time. But I think definitely the concept of it is that Mr. Macho Man's Orisa has been very good. So if they want to keep rolling with it, it certainly makes sense. Deepdish are going to be ready up. So, I mean, I think the Orisa comps are very, very strong, especially on defense here for the Deep Dish. But we're just going to kind of calm it down for the time being. 2-2. Now, obviously, it says I'm checking the rulebook here. We're looking at the stats. So Volskaya is going to be map 6 in our series. We have hybrid after this, but assuming there is no victor, we are 7 maps in, and the score is still 3-3. Are we going to go to a control map for our last map?
Yeah, it's control map all the
Okay.
way.
Control map will be the overtime. Now, as we said, it is 2-2 right now, with assault and hybrid still to go. There is a technicality that we could still see a map 10 with 2 more draws.
Yes.
I would.
I
I
feel
casted
that.
the second half of the map 9 series, and I casted 7 maps in the season 1 research finals. I am not looking forward to 10, but if I have to do it, I will.
Yeah, I would. It'd be a blessing and a curse because I've been here. I've casted basically every single grand finals we've had, and I don't want to go that far. It is so taxing, and it's got to be really taxing on these players. I mean, 7 maps itself is really taxing, and we're basically looking at like very easily 7 maps already.
Yeah, it has to be 7. They have to be at least 7.
Yeah.
We're 5 through, and we're technically only halfway through the series.
Well,
so.
yeah, we're about to go to 6. There's at the very least 2 more maps. So, I mean, we will see a map 7, and it's quite easily gonna reach 8. If LSFC win 1 more, we're going to 8.
The 2-2 scoreline right now. Deepdish, they're gonna get the map pick here.
Yep.
They're gonna go for Volskaya. They will not. They're gonna opt to not go for the.
For the Anubis.
Oh my goodness, they're not gonna go for the Anubis pick.
I like the thinking, honestly.
Yeah.
While I agree with maybe Anubis for the Orisa alone, I feel like Volskaya is basically still like really good for the Orisa on defense, but also it's just the Anubis just gives a little bit more flexibility to the LSFC on how they want to attack it, and their brawl is really good at pushing through. They usually just go right around the stairs, up the stairs on the right, and basically have just decimated all the defenses on Anubis we've seen. So basically, I think Deepdish liked this map 1, but also this pick is also just to say, no, LSFC, please don't hurt us. Because, I mean, that's basically what it's like on Anubis. Actually, I think Deepdish lost the last map to LSFC on Anubis, so they're probably feeling it from that, too.
Yeah, and that's definitely fair. We've seen them go for a very simple rush on that map, so perhaps it is just kind of a mess. I mean, hell, LSFC looked dominant when they played against Omris the last time on this map. And it seems like they have a pretty reasonable defense cobbled up here. They're going to go back to Snowcoke's Ash, and this being a very long map, lots of long sight lines, it certainly does make a lot of sense here to go for that damage boosted Ash, go for that play. They're keeping optimal on the tried and true Sombra. It got him through that map, and he was looking very, very good on it. They're going to keep the optimal magic, keep the fresh player in thus far, and map 6. Deepdish, if they roll out of what we're looking at, it seems like they have started to solidify. We are not going to see a lot of the crazy, Ryan, we're not going to see much Pharaoh. We're not going to go back to the Orisa. It seems we're going down to earth, tried and true, honest Overwatch. 6-man for the Deepdish. Let's get it started. Quick fights, maybe lots of damage. We're going to find out.
Well, this time they didn't straight into that dynamite, so it's already looking good for them. That's a lot of ult charge potentially gone here for Snowcoke. It's going to make a world of difference, especially as Snowcoke doesn't have eyes on literally anything. Deepdish getting a lot of free distance right now.
Optimal and Dadmaster are going to be running into each other, so clearly they both have some detection on the side here, and Deepdish are going to get this first rain over their Mega Health Pack for free. Oh, Robo Ego, he's going to get jumped on. That's a nice hack there from Deepdish. Dadmaster really getting it done there. As your boy Wings, he's going to go deep to try to get the pick, but he can't make his way down to the hacked Mega. And Mr. Amato ran running it deep. The set plays from Deepdish. Getting it done early. A nice hack to start things off as both tanks will fall. And LCC wiped off the face at this point.
And these hacks, these DPS going on such great flanks, honestly catching out these healers and keeping them and the Ash basically out of that entire fight, so the tanks and Lucio could just run supreme, and no one on the Deepdish died, and they are pushing extremely far already at the elevator, and they're pushing forward. I mean, Dab already has his translocator and a med pack hacked for himself. They catch the Diva out. The respawns are not coming in that quickly. Your boy Wings forced to go onto that Reinhardt from the Winston.
That is an immediate pick. We're 97%. This is the fight that I was worried about. EMP
Whoa!
is there. That's a 6-man. Down goes Ruby.
Oh, the
Here's
bomb!
into the back line.
Oh!
The rest of the team and Deepdish have played their hand to perfection. All the cards on the table, exactly what they needed. Pancake says to prop the primal at the door. And ladies and gentlemen, it's not quite the 112, but a 138 on 2CP is not bad at all.
I mean, 2 fights? Like, yeah, it wasn't the fastest fights we've ever seen, but 2 freaking fights, man. Like, jeez. Deepdish. You know what? I take back everything I say on Anubis. Like, about Anubis. Just don't go Volskaya if you're up against Deepdish, because these guys have just clobbered whatever sense of an attack. Like, the chances right now for LSFC pushing through this are pretty low. It's tough to beat that.
I will give LSFC this, is that I personally find Volskaya a little bit easier of a map to complete than Hanamura.
True.
Hanamura, I mean, there's not a lot of good chokes for you to go through. You're always going to go through hell, and against like a bunker comp that they were playing against, it was pretty brutal. Here in Volskaya, they are certainly going to have a chance, but it once again has to be clinical. They were very much banking on that first fight to get lots and lots of value. The damage boosted Ashe, building up towards an EMP. If you can get a good ultimate cycle, especially relying around that nano boost off poison, it would have been successful, but they just got wiped. They weren't able to generate a single ultimate, and hell, they even swapped most of those back.
Yeah. I think the thing that hurt them the most was just that Snowcoke couldn't get an angle. Like, the Deepdish started going one way and basically juked him back up the stairs into the room, and he literally didn't shoot anything on that approach. So they're gonna fall back to the Reaper Sombra. So composition I definitely like for the LSFC a lot more. I still think the Ashe would be good, in all honesty, but they're going to try to go for something a little bit more traditional, more comfortable. They're going to force Dab out, not going to get any hacks so far, and they're basically getting the same distance.
Same rotation, same pathing here for LSFC. Deepdish did on their attack, but they're going to do a little bit more favorable to them. You Boymings on the Reinhardt as opposed to the Winston, and early it's working very, very well. There's going to be a hack, but Brent will fall. Yeah, Boymings, he's getting healed up. Poison has this man completely under control. It's going to be a good start for them, as then with their main healer dead, the tanks on Deepdish are not looking happy, and Mr. Macho Man, that's a quick demech, only 40% towards the ultimate. And LSFC, well, you might have counted them down and out. They're not out of this one, not quite yet. And actually, hang on a second here. Mr. Macho Man, he has to get here onto the point. Okay, he is going to make his way onto the point. Hell, he may even get close to the remake. He does. He is going to get there. So that maybe you can test on the point from him at will. Okay, I thought he was going to get staggered behind them. But these are actually going to be some nice picks. Macho Man, he goes down again and needs to get the stagger. Okay. At the end of the day, every time he dies, he got on the point, so they weren't really able to go. But once again, look at the ultimates. The attacking team, Optimal, he's further than Dab was on his attack. 94%, he only has to poke a little bit. Now, LSFC, again, they're onto the point. Here we go. There it is, Big EP gets 5. That's all of them. They're all able to go. Dab gets melted down. There's a shatter. LSFC has it available. He drops it onto absolutely nothing. Good job, Dev, a genius. But a double hack onto Mr. Macho Man. Here comes the coalescence. They're all getting cleaned up. They're wiped. Deepdish, he's there. He has to try to get there. Sleepy, he gets melted. Here comes the second tick. Rural, he's trying to stall for a little bit longer. He's going to be able to get there. Pancakes, he's there. There's going to be a little bit more stall for Deepdish than LSFC had because there is no EMP and no bomb for the follow-up. Here comes the Moira. Moira's down. Here's the bomb. Here's the hack. Macho Man's melted. The Baby Diva goes down. It's no good with the victory. Death Blossom picks up 2. They're just getting stalls. Well, the stalls are relatively effective. I mean, LSFC. You thought they were down, you thought they were out, but my god, they are going to get another monster of a time bank. It's not quite going to be enough to match Deepdish, but that is only a 30-second difference from something that we thought was impossible to match.
Oh, I mean, in all honesty, if there's any team to do it, it's going to be LSFC. That was a great assault there, but in all honesty, that kind of hurts considering how fast these teams cleaved through this point. The time bank kind of... Like, those 30 seconds, that's an additional almost full-up game, game of 2 pushes here in favor of the Deepdish. So, I mean, unless the LSFC can get a really nice hold for on the Deepdish assault, I don't know how this is going to go. The contest on the first point, really nice right now for the Deepdish.
Yeah. Now... Deepdish, we'll see if they learn from it. Aha, I knew something has to come here, right? When you get mowed down, when you're feeling good about yourself and then you get run down, they're jarred. They need to make some swaps here. Because if they get run down and lose this map, it is not looking good. For with the draw and then 2 maps straight for LSFC, that's a momentum swing. So they're going to bring the ultimate momentum destroyer. Sleepy on the Pharah. This is definitely a riskier pick than going for the 6-man. Because if you 6-man and win a fight, once again, you're starting to cycle ultimates that are going to be helpful. But if they can win a fight here, build up a Grav, maybe a Barrage, it's good for them. So I understand the idea, especially considering that it's worked in the past.
I think that this is also meant to just disrupt the 6-man. Honestly, if they can get a pick, especially onto Optimal, that's going to help them so much because these Sombras have just been destroying these games, in all honesty. Like, that's the winning factor here. So just putting extra pressure onto that Sombra is definitely going to help them. Optimal, though, looking for a good hack here. Not going to necessarily find too much. Does find a good angle for when they want to push in. Probably looking for that rural. I don't know.
Yeah, they have to look. Okay.
Yeah. Taking their time.
Rotation now here onto the Mega Room.
Doesn't get the hack. Notably, does not get the hack. They just forced out here. Optimal not looking good. A lot of damage coming out to Robo Eagle because that beam's so strong from Macho Man. Can't block that one. Reaper also feeding into that that bubble. They do focus down that off tank, but they do lose theirs in return. And Dab gonna be finding 3 as the res comes out onto that Zarya as well. That's a huge hold right now.
Crucially, there was no hack on the Royal. He was looked at, he was tapped, but he was not selected to go on. And Royal lands a massive anti there in the back line where that could have potentially been bad. Macho Man gets run down, and as your main source of damage gone, you're not liking that. But a nice anti from Royal there, and Dab just able to roll in with some well-timed right clicks to clean this one up. Immediate swaps. 45 seconds left, so actually they probably need to. Barrage build up for Sleepy here already. But Snowcoke's on over to the Soldier. Here comes the push. Barrage now onto the front line. There is no Diva to block it, and Poison will go down. Oh, so will Obama on you, Bowings. That's a pretty clean fight for them. But probably, that's kind of a fight that LSFC aren't happy that they lose. And actually, Robo Eagle, though he is going to get stalled out a little bit here, he does find Brent. Snowco going to go down late, but I mean, still, with a late kill on the Brent. Now, he does have Valk, so if he is behind as they try to go for this push, he will have the Valkyrie to return himself to the Brent.
He's going for the hack. This is such a BM play.
I like this from Optimal.
Yeah.
He's really going for a delay strategy. Okay, immediate Valkyrie popped. Your Boy Wings goes on to the point. Optimal. He's going to get out of the way of the high noon. They're going to get the toe tap. It'll be Boy Wings may trade his life for him. He will not, but he will trade the D-Mac. He's actually going to roll down straight. Optimal gets punished the EP. It doesn't quite get off. That's so unlucky for him. But that may just spell the end of LS's attack. Poison, he just now gets the coalescence, and it's now the attack on the point. Without the EP, there is nothing that LSFC had to offer left. I mean, you could call that skill, you can call that dumb luck. I don't know what that was, but he rolls directly onto Optimal on the low ground.
Yeah, like that was so lucky of a roll, but that's so unfortunate. They had a huge chance at that EMP, especially because these Sombras have had such massive and well executed EMPs tonight, and just that roll absolutely killed it. Unfortunately, looks like the Deepdish gonna get their assault turn now. Interested to see what they go for. I think maybe that Zarya could be the right call. I don't know. I mean, like, it's tough. It worked. It looks like that. Yeah, they're gonna go for the double bubble again. I think that's what they're going for, just because Robo Eagle basically is exclusively played Diva. I think it's a good call out. I think they were banking a little bit more on seeing like a Reaper or something. But this double hit scan is a good adjustment. It's gonna completely shut down Sleepy.
Back to the brawl tanks. Back to what they like doing, and a good prediction here. Assuming that Sleepy does roll out on this Pharah, Snowcoke and Optimal are going to start on the double hit scan. So you do have to respect the choice here. But at the end of the day, I don't even think really the FAR is what Deepdish are going for here.
No.
Dabmaster has picked a very particular hero. That is a Hanzo, not a hero we have seen a lot of this series. But the entire idea here rests behind what you said in the tanks, the double bubble. This is about one fight. Grab, drag, and just winning it after 2.5 minutes. So this is probably going to take some time as Sleepy's getting it denied. Probably a lot of his poke because of this double hit scan, which is now slowly getting revealed due to the sonar arrow. But I would expect this one to go to overtime.
Yeah, I can expect this one for sure. These are, like, yes, while Dragon is decently fast charging. Oh my jeez! Oh, that boop! That could have been huge. Does not get any picks off of it, though. But that gives complete control to of the high ground right here to Deepdish. This is not actually a really good spot to be, though, because it is double hit scan. It's really tough to push forward. This looks like everyone low in the back. The flank here coming out from the tanks. In DPS right there, gonna be finding absolutely everyone. That's gonna be a wipe onto the Deep Dish, basically. They're trying to reset. Guys, just jump off the edge. Wasting so much time right now. That time bake working against them almost.
There's maybe some stagger. There's maybe some kills as Macho Man. He's trying to work his way out of here. He gets the bubble, but it gets melted and brought down. Sleepy, I think, is going to be. He's not going to be held victim there. But that fight overall was on an absolute knife's edge. Pancake jumped in and had a solid 3 or 4 seconds. He did not take any damage there. Luckily, LSFC's backline burst was enough as your boy Wings went up to spearhead the charge, get rid of those kills, and to potentially save them from losing that fight right there. Look at this is what I'm talking about. Here are the ult charges. CP, he's not at a barrage. There is no Grab Dragon looming on the horizon. I think this would be an OT fight. I say this once again, another prediction.
Fair enough. I can definitely see it. Looks like, oh, Snowcoke as well, dropping down before that Farah could get the flank. Dab, very low, very pressured. He's at 77%. If Macho Man can catch up an ult charge, this could definitely swing into the Deep Dish's favor, but he's not. He's very far behind. 52% though, not that bad. 2 people going down as well. DPS so strong. There goes the resurrection onto that Farah. They're just basically trying to get up Grav and get some plays, but they can't even get Grav.
Optimal will fall finally. Brent, however, is going to have to fall courtesy in response. So, I mean, we're going down to last fight here. Grav, not quite built up yet, but there is Barrage, there is Nano Boost, there is a lot of time. Poison only had to use that Amplification Matrix to win the fight, but it's now, I think, going to be a lot of this is going to be on optimal. He returns now to the fray, slowly yet surely, but the tack visor in hand. If he can get Sleepy, if he can get this Pharmacy out of the sky, it would be a crucial win, and maybe we're going to see a draw again on Volskaya.
Yeah, the important thing, though, definitely... Oh, this bomb, hang on. This could be big. Not going to find anything. Good bubbles.
Those bubbles are expended. That's going to be a good start of the fight, but optimal. There's the tack visor. It's going to pick up one. Shatter. One of the backline. It's not quite going to get anything, but Pancakes is gone. The grab now onto the point. Here comes the Barrage and the Dragon. It is going to be a lot, but it is still very back and forth in this fight. Your boy Wings, he's still alive. He has both healers with him. Poison now very, very low, though. He has to watch himself. But down goes Mr. Macho Can. That's the DPS carrier. That's the Zarya. It's just Dab left. But down Roar will go. Dab's going to try to make his way over the top.
No,
but ladies and gentlemen, it's not just 5, it's not just 6. We have 7 and 8 maps at the least left. A draw on Volskaya.
Oh my god.
You're gonna be here forever, kid.
Yeah, I know. I'm never leaving this. Honestly, really nice play there from LSFC firing back, and honestly, unfortunate that that Deep Dish weren't able to get their play off. Like, they had such a good strategy, I think, for tackling that difference, but the doubled hit scan, I think Sleepy not swapping hurt them so much.
I really do agree with that. I mean, Pancakes is done. He doesn't want to play any Overwatch anymore. He's out of the game. I don't know. Maybe seen a substitution. Could have been a disconnect at the end. They were going to see. Deep Dish, they have their map pick. They're rolling on a hybrid here. Oh, they have to go again. We have another chance at another draw.
I know.
We're going to be playing Control for years.
I know. So because this is hybrid. Like, it was pretty close last time on King's Row, too. Well, you did draw King's Row. Oh, no!
Okay, just all I'm saying is thank God we didn't have another assault draw. We might be here longer.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
At least the control was quick.
Thanos has entered. Joe Mama 69 is on the battlefield, and I am not sure if this is going to be a good one. I think LSFC may have survived the storm. With Pancakes either having to go or the substitution being called, this is probably not the main tank you want in to play against LSFC, who are veterans of these long games.
Yeah, honestly though, I'm gonna need a break to get some more water because I'm completely out. So if possible, yeah, just gonna hold on for just a moment here, especially because that map is not picked yet.
Yes, Eichenwald will be the selection, and I will break it down as Kid heads to a break before I, too, get some water. So Eichenwald, we did see this map get picked, I believe, by the Deep Dish in their game against Sinloa. They were able to win with a brute force of, I believe, a decent amount of Winston comp, so they were going very much against a ball style of play. So it did take them a decent amount of time. So maybe LCC's done their research. If they've done their research, they may see that this is the point to go to. We're just gonna keep this rolling. I mean, the draws, they keep coming. LSFC will have the defense here. Doesn't seem like we're gonna have any major changes on their side. No swaps from LSFC. They're gonna probably call our one into this one. It's just Deepdish left to the side. Only the one swap from them so far. But the main tank is definitely a bigger swap. I mean, for impact in a game, the main tank being the one substituted out is definitely going to be the biggest one. So this may have an entire change in their playstyle. This could just be a convenience swap. Perhaps Pancakes had to leave, or there was a disconnect, or he was just done playing. At the end of the day, 6 maps and the map series isn't done. Can be brutal. So this could just be a swap for a mental break, or just for reasons. Or this could, now maybe I'm reading too far to this, but this could very much be just something that looks like, you know, we want a particular set of heroes in. We want something else in. So that's maybe their strat.
Yeah, definitely can agree. Great breakdown here. I think, yeah, I mean, you hit all the major points, honestly. To be honest with you, yeah. I basically completely agree. I don't know exactly what the swap is for. A little bit interested to see what they are going to do with it, however. Moving forward, though, I mean, this is definitely a little weird. We have out of all the hybrids, we've gotten rid of King's Row. So I think, I mean, everyone likes Hollywood. Eichenwald's definitely a good one, but I think maybe for the deep dish, I mean, a Numbani could be good for how they've been playing. That high ground play, definitely really nice. Blizzard World, though, I think would definitely be my second pick, maybe, or just maybe a little bit more. But it's going to be Eichenwald, and Eichenwald kind of favors that brawl a little bit more for LSFC. Like, this is a stronger map, I feel, for LSFC than it is for Deepdish.
We have reached it, the last non-control map in the series.
Yeah.
You're going to have to hold down the fort for a couple seconds as my friend, my comrades, I need some water too. So I'll be right back.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, yeah, we have been sitting here for quite literally multiple hours at this point. And yeah, definitely Eichenwald, I think it definitely does favor that LSFC more. I mean, your boy Wings has been hitting not necessarily the best shatters, but I mean, it has some good spots for Doom. But Sunless is out, so we're going to probably seeing that Sombra from Optimal instead. Stokecook basically reserved to be on that McCree forever. I think the thinking for Eichenwald for Deepdish is going to be, again, that Pharah play, relying on Sleepy Bear Asuna there to really make these plays happen. Robo Eagle staying in on that Diva. Definitely going to have to help Snowcook harass that pharmacy, keep him out of the air, because Brent still in, probably still going to be relying on that Mercy. Pearl probably might be going for an Ana play. Jomama, I think, might be on that Winston. So we could be seeing a more traditional dive, or more just dive centric kind of style here coming out from the deep dish. We would be interesting though. We can do. It is worth noting that Jomama can go with that Reinhardt, and we might be seeing that Torbjorn again from Asuna on the defense. Looks like, though, we're going to be launching into Eichenwald. All my predictions probably going to be proven wrong, as is the caster curse.
I mean, so far, yeah, caster curse hasn't been dreadful. I mean, like,
it hasn't been dreadful.
Yeah, Radio. Usually, I don't look to text chat when Radio and Sunless are in, but Radio currently spitting the most facts. We may run out of maps to play this final on. We may have to resume LSFC versus Deepdish in Overwatch 2. So stay tuned for that potential exciting conclusion, but we're going to carry on as if we are eventually going to get a victor.
Yeah.
Map 7.
Well, we do. Well, after this overtime, every map is control. So we basically pick from the control maps until.
I would not be surprised if they found a way to draw on control.
I wouldn't either. Like, what happens if you don't touch?
if you never touch, I feel like the game just gets booted for an activity eventually.
Yeah.
Like, if the point doesn't get capped, I think like 30-40 minutes or so. I'm pretty sure there's a timer on these things, especially custom games, right? We're not gonna speculate too much on that, though.
I think it relies on people dying. So if people don't die and you don't touch the point for a good number of minutes, I think it actually does kick the game.
There is a potential. That's stay tuned for that. A double head scan brawl versus McCree brawl. We're back into back. We're standard for standard. Perhaps this is a Joe Mama thing where they just need to play the Reinhardt. Perhaps this is just what they feel best for Eichenwald. But it is honest Overwatch once again as we get this fight started. Map 7. Let's get it going.
Yeah, honestly, there's a nice wall right there. Gonna be catching out Snowcook as well with that from Dadmaster on the side, on the flank, basically getting free reign and even stepping into the immo to get more kills as Joe Mama gets a ton of value as that Reinhardt. And yeah, this is kind of what I was predicting. I maybe foresaw far here for Vasida, but instead gonna be on that Mei, which I definitely really like. That wall was so good.
What a quick play, called some aggressiveness, but Snowco going down first. Jim McCree is definitely going to be the person that you want to try to stop this rush with the Mei. And Optimal realize it. They realize that they probably need the mirror with this Mei wall, so Optimal will go over to that. But they're not going to lose too much card progress here, but it's some good positioning here from Deepdish. They're already going to be taking over the high ground. That's a pin in, my god, and he's going to get punished for it. Wings is going to take him down, courtesy of a nice pin there. And this should probably be them taking the team fight. It's going to take some time as a lot of these guys are positioned. Oh, that's Optimal gets dropped to his demise. It's still a 5v5, and Robo Eagle actually is getting run on here. Yeah, boy Wings really needs to get in towards the back, but he doesn't really have the support of his team just yet. They actually get the first pick on the Reinhardt, but end up losing the fight. No flash shatter here, Quay, but his shield is gone. He's not going to be enjoying this one. That's a pin back through main. Optimal goes down. He gets back from spawn and goes down again. LSFC, they need to reset this one quickly before they get staggered some more.
The main wall.
There's the wall. There's the wall. Maybe Dev can fin out. Not quite. I mean, they're clinical so far on this. And Robo Eagle, he's going to go in. He's going to get staggered a little bit. He needs to get off this map really quickly, and he does. I think this will probably be just enough time, as he is the diva. He has the ability to fly out this window. He will get enough time to respawn. But Sleepy with the Blizzard. This could be pretty brutal here.
I don't think he's going to be in time. If Sleepy hits it now, he's not going to be in time to actually DM that. They're going to wait for the full team, so I don't think he's going to be able to get it off for free. There's a shatter, another one blocked here. Nobody's been able to hit these so far. There's going to be the freeze coming out from Sleepy. He's going to find everything. The bomb right in the face as well as the... Oh! Does get the 3. They were all frozen, but I mean, that was perfectly timed because the beat ended.
He lets it drop and he waits for the kills to come in courtesy of the freeze. Now, that's a lot of ultimates expended on this side, but double support also is reasonable. Optimal's getting a little silly here. There's no point in playing the Mei if we're in this side. He's on to the Junkrat. It's time to fly, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go. 5 minutes and 26 seconds. Double Ant Matrix and a high noon from Snowcoke. That's going to be enough, but an Ant Matrix will find Optimal, so not a lot of damage coming through. So down goes the lamp. That Master's going to find your boy Wings as he gets punched a little bit for his aggression. Robo Eagle, he's in the backline. He has the bomb. We are trading pretty reasonably, so I don't think he's going to probably be obliged to pull the trigger. He is not. They're going to rush. That's a nice wall in the Snowcoke. Can they kill him off? They cannot.
No.
This fight probably will go on a little longer, though, because the respawns are not coming back in for both sides.
Yeah, looks like they're going to try to continue. Good fire strike starting off. Alcina and Deadmaster are going to be looking, fishing for those ultimates, whereas it's just Robo Eagle who's immediately throwing it out. Looks like that's going to be a nice bomb. Not going to catch too much, but that's going to break the shield almost. Deadmaster using that ultimate, not going to be finding anything off the noon. Fighting up top, they're going to be forced back, and the shield break finally comes into play as there's going to be the nice shatter here. Can Deepdish actually do that for once? But Asuna finally getting 2 picks in the back, and it's with Dab. They don't care about the shatter because they're just going in the back line, stomping through, and that's a full wipe.
Now, what a nice play there from Robo Eagle. He does get demexed, but he demexed and dies on the point. So that is going to be enough time for most of LSFC to return here onto the fight. Your boy Wing seems like he's going to have to do it on the ball, but Optimal goes down. That's kind of brutal. Not a great start, and the Shatter is going to find Poison, who already has that animation in tow. He is able to get it off. Obamacare, 98, 99, he gets the beat off. Maybe. Doesn't get cut up by the bomb. Bomb's actually on the Shatter lid. That's a really nice placement. Oh, your boy Wings, down he goes so very, very low, and he falls yet again. And that,
Just regular contest here. Yeah.
Overwatch.
Overwatch. Got him.
3 minutes and 43 seconds and an absolutely brutal first and second point. LSFC, they're struggling to catch their stride. I mean, draw, win, draw. Maybe they're getting a little bit shaky here. 3 minutes and 43 seconds. They're going to need another good timing. But the last time I said that was on Volskaya, and we saw how that one went.
Yeah.
Hold your breath here on this one, folks.
True enough. I think the biggest factor here, Joe Mama, he went so aggressive and it got them so much momentum in their favor. The deep dish, I mean, I think that change up in main tank really helped them this map. It might be a detriment on defense because I know that is a extremely aggressive player, but for offense, I mean, it's working and getting value in spades.
Ooh. Quick pause. The
Yep.
chair has been broken. Now the chair has been unbroken. We shall continue.
He, don't worry, guys. Joe Mama just has a good gamer chair.
Or a bad gamer chair in this case, I guess.
True enough. True enough. It did break. It did break.
Good break.
I mean, either way here, you're going to be seeing LSFC try to put forth some semblance of an assault after that defense, and they're going to go back to what they know. I mean, it's been working for them all series, and honestly, even with the change of tank here with Joe Mama specializing more in that brawl style, I don't know if it's really going to matter exactly if the LSFC change anything. It looks like they're going to be working. They're going to go for it, and they're probably going to go up the right-hand side stairs, try to flank around behind. I know they really like going up to the high ground. Normally, though, Optimal going to be on Junkrat for that strategy, so being on Reaper might be a bit of a mix-up here. They might try to something different.
Once again, we're back to the comfort picks again. I would say probably go towards Summer, but they just want to blaze at the front line. Snorkel on Kree, Poison on Anna. I want to run it down mid. Again, I've said this probably 100 times during the season, but comfort heroes and run it down mid is the LSFC standard. However, I will be curious as we move in towards map 8 and 9. Potentially 9, obviously. We may see end of this series after map 8. But if Joe Mama has locked Deepdish into this brawl style, I think LSFC may be able to counterpick on those control maps pretty effectively. Where we go, he's going to get DMAC very, very quickly into this fight. However, your boy Wings has been allowed to swing rather aggressively. So a lot of resources getting forced out. Remember, there is no immortality field on this side of LSFC. Boys are just going to be building towards that nano boost. Oh my god, that's a 4-man flash.
Oh!
That picks up 2 on the side.
That was a really nice flank, and the May as well coming in for another counter on the side, but this room going to be dominated by Joe Mama. This is such I know this is somebody's ult, I just forget. It's such a good name though, honestly.
Call him Joe.
Yeah, just Joe. 4 ultimates.
No one knows who Joe is. And no one wants to ask who Joe is.
Fair enough. 4 ultimates on the field right now, and they're all basically really hard hitting with the exception of that Amp Matrix. Gonna be probably comboed with Dab, possibly for this next fight. I think that's kind of like the pre-fight setup here. Yeah, there it is. Dab not firing off immediately, but I mean, what's gonna happen? There's gonna be a nano onto a Reinhardt who doesn't even have Shatter yet?
Yeah, it might be the plan, honestly. Might try to run it down mid. Again, now, Deepdish, the tail of the series is them and getting their ultimates and then wasting them. So, let's see how this fight goes. And a boost is free. Okay, that's a nice shatter. It does pick up 2 in the back line, and again, this is what I'm talking about. That's 3 ultimates in a fight where 1 would have sufficed. And Poison, he only burns the nano boost. That is it. Now, once again, this is just because LSFC just really isn't charging this ultimate as fast as Deepdish is.
Yeah.
But, again, this is... You're looking at a high noon, you're looking at a shatter and a bomb, maybe coming up on a beat. And for Deepdish, maybe a bomb, maybe a beat? Like...
That was it's just such a huge waste. These ults are so unfortunate. It would have been fine with the Shatter and the Blizzard, maybe, but the Noon, definitely excessive.
One, like, you really have to think about where this series would be if they hadn't been using their ultimates so disingenuously. Now, Optimal, he's going to get the first pick, but that bomb is simply going to be for a remake status. They are going to trade main tanks here as Joe and your boy Wings will fall, but Obamacare's beat is going to be enough to push LCC over the edge. They're going to be able to clean up the remainder of these kills. Probably not a moment too soon. A minute 33 left on the clock. They need to get some progress quickly on this payload and on this card. So they're going to get close to matching Deepdish's time back here.
Yeah, true enough, you're going to be looking at 2 ultimates. Again, 3 poison already almost back with that nano. Wow. I thought I used it. I guess maybe I might be blind, but I mean, ultimates now, definitely the cycle is really in favor of the LSFC. I feel like the cycle was really working for Deepdish before, but not really now, especially as they're throwing out another one. They do find poison, so that's going to slow it down a little bit, but Snowcoke going to be getting Optimal.
I love this Death Blossom. I love this Death Blossom. All the value. He saw what resources they'd expended with the immortality and everything going on down there. And once again, we're going to see a fight in a mega health pack of this room where one team loses. But it's actually going to get to still keep pushing the card here.
Yeah, honestly, I honestly, that was such a good play. I thought Snowcoke was still on these. Reapers have just been doing so much work, getting so much value, but that Blizzard going to be finding a lot of its own. Robo Eagle, though! He finds it! Finally, the mech to the heavens is going to finally get the nuke that they needed.
He wants to change the name, to change his series here. Unfortunately, Robo Ego, he is going to fall victim now to the strange duo at the back as the Lucio and the Mei running around in the back line. Probably getting, like, kind of getting a decent amount of work done. Robo Ego getting some strats in there, but Joe, he's not going to find not a great shatter here. But this is up to Snowcoke. He's got that high noon built up. He's coming here on the flank, finds the flash. 2 shots, 1 shot, not quite getting it, and Dab fells him. That immortality field just barely saving Brent in that nature, and the bomb in the back line doesn't quite find anything. But LSFC, they're out of this fight.
Oh, yeah. Optimal going down. There's goes Obamacare off the boop. That's a little unfortunate right there for the LSFC. But they still have so much ults in the cycle in comparison. It's honestly just a battle of efficiency right now, I think, for the LSFC. Just because they actually are efficient enough to play that way. Especially if Optimal can get another play like that. I mean, come on. These Death Blossoms are really good, and with the next Shatter coming up here, it's definitely a huge possibility. Looking around, they're going to go around the side. Dab trying to find something, not going to find anything with that noon. They are going to jump a little early, but a nice sleep coming out from Poison as well as the Anti. Not going to be too much as some picks are going down onto LSFC.
LSFC kind of wanted to take that fight there, and I'm not quite sure if they should have. Deepdish dropped behind them. The Obamacare and the Lucio, oh, that one's a little aggressive. That was a good call, but Joe is going to put that one to a halt with an Earth Shatter. Anyway, back to my point. I think, generally speaking, the concept was a little flawed there where they tried to take the fight. I think just speed boosting onto the card might have been the play, because Deepdish forfeited the high ground there, and there's no easy way to get back up there without Deepdish not having point position. LSFC would have been able to get like a good handle on the choke here. But a minute left in their offense. Now it's time. Support ults are online. Here's the nano onto the Ryan Cleaves through the ice wall. Let's get this party started. He's going to walk down, and that's going to be a pin. Joe is getting a little bit creative here, and he pays for it. Reddit Reinhardt, as one might say, and oh my god, so is Dev. Look at this flank. Look at this flank here. He's all up in the back line.
He finds?
Definitely meeting with the front line, but it's a little bit aggro there. They are probably going to get the kills, but it is going to force Bomb to use his speed here probably a little earlier than he would have intended. But Sleepy, that's a blizzard, and he goes off the side in the process. Bomb is going to once again be used. They're using these ultimates simply just because they have to. And Optimal, he gets flashed. Just barely saved there by Snowcoke. And that may be what keeps them in this series. If Optimal dies there, I'm not sure how much advantage they have. Snowcoke, he's wrapped around. He's back up onto the high ground here. Sleepy's back onto the Reaper. High Noon is available at a nice location. He's going to pull the trigger here very, very soon. Here comes the High Noon, this time from Dabmaster, and he's gotten that one first. Now to see if Snowcoke is better. There's a DM. Dabmaster will be fell. However, it's still not over yet. Wings, he gets the shatter, but it hits nothing. Bomb on the point, Optimal needs more. He's able to find a couple, but Royal's beat is going to keep him in the series. That's everyone gone. That's it. Map points. A deep dish.
It's okay, guys. We're past the drawing. At the most, we will have 2 more maps. It's possible. It can't be done. We can actually get a winner in this series as a really nice, honestly, really nice defense came out there from the Deep Dish. But LSFC, I mean, they're still firing. They're still getting incredibly close to pushing these games. So, I mean, it's still honestly up to anyone, I think. LSFC have a huge, massive chance. I mean, because it's just 2 controls. And I feel like knowing that the Reinhardt is almost forced here from Joe, it could be really, really powerful for them moving forward.
All right. LSFC tried and true. They got a map. They need a map to keep them alive in these grand finals. It's going to be Lijiang Tower. You know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen. I would not be surprised if we saw a Sunless J Fiber re-enter the arena here.
True. I can feel it. I can see it coming as well.
Here it is.
Yeah. Sunless, 100%. Love. I mean, especially on Lijiang, like if Doomfist, but also Sunless might also pull out like some sort of like I honestly I would probably shove in Snow Optimal in Sunless maybe. Like I know it's not technically efficient for the Farah map. I don't know. I feel like Sunless is definitely going to dominate the indoor. I know Optimal has completely destroyed the indoor portion, control center, I believe. I would like to see Optimal in here just for that, but In all honesty, Sunless going for the Doomfist could be pretty good. I know that LSFC has done some ball plays on Lijiang before, so it could also be pretty viable there as well. Just entirely depends on what happens. And looks like we're going to be seeing Control first as well, or Control Center first as well.
All right. This hits the point between where LSFC is comfortable and where Deepdish is going to be comfortable. So expect the most amount of chaos on this map. Doomfist definitely viable, but Junkrat more or less preferred. So we're not quite sure what we're going to see here.
I think
some shenanigans on Night Market, but
yeah, I think Sleepy's 100% going to be going for that Junkrat. Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
Ooh, Sunless actually going for the Junkrat as well. What?
Yep.
Ooh.
I'm not sure. Luke doesn't even have a mic. Well, yes, that does happen. No coke. A lot of these players are away at college, at different places. You know, some handicaps are going to have to be taken. But at the end of the day, it's all about the dub and the battles here. So, two Sigmas, Machaman and Big Brain
it's a
Boy.
full
Now,
mirror.
Big Brain Boy, if you remember that Sigma on Route 66, he certainly has the capability to really destroy this one. There we go. Two teleporters, and Deepdish there on map point here. Match point, title point, and LSFC. Oh my god, they're starting out crazy, and Zelda's with the first one.
Oh my
A little bit
jeez.
aggressive. Joe gets the nice pin in, but he will pay for it with his life.
They are
That was a fast fight, and my
Sunless.
god. He had a break, he had his 3 maps, and he's back in with a vengeance.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like he just went out to get, like us, just went water and came back super strong, coming out with a really powerful play. And I mean, I feel like that first Control map might be a little bit unfair to LSFC is how good they are, because look at this, just absolutely dominating the Big Brain Boy, though.
Might be a little bit out of position here. Can they get to him? They can. The lamp is there. Your boy Wings, he's going to get the shield up in front. They're going to be able to deny their push. Okay, now here come the ultimates. They're coming in fast and furious. Shatter will be up online at Sunless. He's 97%. He needs one more grenade to get this Riptar. He has it online and he's healed up. Couldn't get behind the wall, but your boy Wings will go down. Shatter doesn't find anything. Joe doesn't quite get there. It's a trade back. He's right there, good sir. Suddenly smell what I think about the fire. I think we may have some lag issues here. I'm not quite sure.
No,
No, he's still in the fight. I think he just got the tire stuck, perhaps. Not sure quite what happened there, but so far LSFC, they've managed to maintain position at over the point. Snowcoke, as he goes down, he does get the sim barrier up. So with all the damage left, LSFC, while the tire might not have gotten it, everything else works just fine.
Yeah, I know Sunless definitely likes, or at least all the Junkrat players in Resurge like messing with the opponents by staggering the timing that the tire moves out. Dab used that teleporter and sniped it, just wasn't expecting the flank, so really unfortunate there, but that could have gotten so much work. And instead of the tire flanking, he's trying to get some value off that side, the red side.
The spam, the J-Silly, there are many names for this illustrious character, but I think we really now need to be looking at the tank ultimates. That is a teleporter, and it is going to get an absolute flux, a monster. That's eaten, it drops a lot. However, it is just going to take it, but that tire runs it straight down main, straight into the orbs from Big Brain Boy. I'm not quite sure what the plan was. Here comes the Gravitic Flux. It does pick up a couple, and that is going to be Big Brain Boy falling instead of your boy Wings, but is going to get taken down next. 82% tire, a little bit of heroics, not quite needed, and they are going to get 85%. A good first attempt. And Asuna Sleepy? That's not a Junkrat.
I think he went to that Tracer to contest, but honestly, now you basically got to stick with it just to get back just for the fight here, because you are on last fight. You're going to be trying to build and do something with the Shatter. The ult advantage is for once in favor of the Deepdish.
I feel like this is about the aggression, though. Obamacare. He does not have a flux that he needs to worry about. Okay, 2 man matrices. Joe goes to the flank, but he goes down a flight of stairs, so it actually doesn't get anything, and my god, he gets obliterated. Teleporter now onto the point, trying to get rid of some things, but Sleepy, he's in the trap. A brilliant one from Sunless. He is going to get mounted courtesy of these turrets, but that's a nice play. Keeping their guy alive. Now, there is no rock here, so this Gravitic Flux could have a lot of consequences, but a nice lamp there. Obamacare goes down. This fight's not quite over. Remember, LSFC still hasn't capped this one back up, and your boy Wings, he has no heals. Getting melted by the Symmetra on the side is Dabmaster. Oh, but there we go. Just barely gets there, but your boy Wings is probably going to have to back out of this one. He's not happy.
The respawn, honestly, Dab bought enough time for the entirety of the Deepdish to basically respawn and reformat there. So really nice flank. Might have died, but he got the value that he was looking for. And with that teleporter from Dab, or teleporting, he's going to be right back. Both barriers popping out basically at the same time here. Who's going to be a little bit better? I think it's a bit in favor of the Deep Dish to that high ground, but 75%. It's going to end. Oh, no, actually, good contest here from Asuna. Going to prevent that percentage from ending just right this second. The Amp Matrix not finding anything from Poison at all. So a huge pick coming out onto Snowcoke. Dab does die, so both Sims are off the field right now. The tire here from Sunless not taking anything. It's going to go straight for the picks as everyone gets wiped here from the Deep Dish. 88%, 91%. Deep Dish have to go fast. Macho Man going to get found out and going to get ice.
Mr. Macho Man, he had the Gravitic Flux. He probably had to try to pop that to go for a hero's play. Now, unfortunately, Sleepy already on the Tracer. Joe heading downtown. He does get wings. It's not a kill just yet, courtesy of that immortality field. But here comes the beat. That's going to keep most of them alive. Joe, he's 88% towards the center. Macho Man, he just has to come back to his phone. He's running it. He's lagging it. He does make it wings. He's got a lot of heals, but there is no pressure on him after that Gravitic Flux. And just barely, Big Brain Boy, the hero of this point, getting that Flux in the 88% fight. And LSFC, a step closer to survival.
Oh my Jesus. I think, honestly, yeah, Jomama, great here for the escort. I think it's hurting them on the control because his over-aggressive tendencies kind of taking root here, and it's costing them a lot of ground and a lot of percentage.
All right.
Control maps?
Now?
Yeah, you go, yeah.
Nah, I mean, we're here. This
Yeah.
is an LSFC special. Night Market. This is the Winston. This is a bulldozer. We have seen this comp run over and over and over again. It seems like Deep Dish know it too. Dab on the Doom. Sunless and Dab. These are both players we know
It's
to
a
go
full
through
mirror.
the last year. It is a full mirror. I would not have seen this one coming. But Deep Dish, they've done their studying. And now it's up to see which Doomfist, which Symmetra is going to get more value here.
Honestly, I think the funniest part is, honestly, this isn't just a full mirror, it's the true mirror, because even the slots are the same. Your boy Wings, though, going to be dying first to Lucio of all people, but Sunless finding Asuna there, but Dab finds Snowcoke. Doom's firing back and finding the same picks.
Back and forth in this fight. I think Sunless is getting a little bit less value. I think that's more due to the rest of his team rather than him himself, but he's doing his damnedest. Gonna try to find Brent here. Brent very low, but is just gonna stay alive just barely courtesy of these heals. Obviously with Poison going down first is not a very good pick. But your boy Wings, remember that teleporter is not down just yet. Now it falls. But the tanks, they come back in. A little bit of charge fed away, and Deep Dish. They did their homework, they did their studying, and they're gonna get the first cap here in the full mirror on this count.
Honestly, really nicely done from Deep Dish. And to be honest, statistically speaking, if you get first cap, you have such a massive advantage in control. It is super important to get that first cap. Looks like the LSFC, though, gonna focus on that teleporter. They plan to attrition this out and win off the respawns, it looks like. So, Dab, you know, have the ultimate here, looking for something. Poison, though, throwing out the Ant Matrix, and it lets him find a lot with Sunless and your boy fragging out. That's going to be the entire team already. That was like, what, like a couple seconds?
That was some nice set plays. There's some quick ultimates, and Deep Dish, they were not able to pop them as quickly. They are almost a full war chest prepared here. But they did not get any of those ultimates out in time, so LSFC are going to get a quick cap back, and that is pretty important. Especially with all these ultimates that are gonna come out now from the side of the Deep Dish.
Let's hope they don't use them all at once.
Okay, hope they don't use them all at once. Use the speed back onto the point. They're gonna get the drop. That's gonna be the shatter. It is going to find Obamacare, but the lamp is there to save him. But Sunless, he's not quite as lucky. The pin, it doesn't quite get rural. Shatter and Symmetra window. A cheap fight. This is back and forth and back and forth.
They are going to be able to get the cap, though. Now they're going to be taking that advantage. 30% is par, though, so it's not exactly terrible to get that amount, or just under that. So both teams basically still looking completely even right now. Ultimates are evening up for LSFC, but that entry pick, oh, losing that Doomfist hurts so much. Big Brain Boy also gets forced out as well.
Wait a second. Ooh. Joe. Oh, just barely, and that's a nice shatter. It's not going to pick up quite anything, but here's the Meteor Strike. That's not Sunless, that's Daftmaster. Down he comes into the backline, but he is going to pay for that. Oh! Takes a nice jet set radio pin along the wall. They're going to pick up two. Sunless will fall as a result of his entry in the backline as Roll goes down, but that is, your boy Wings has no care. He has no fear. That is, I mean, yeah, let's see, kind of pulling a Deep Dish there, blowing a lot of ultimates in a fight. They probably only needed to use one or two of those, but at the end of the day, they feel it's necessary to cap the point back right then and right there. So,
yeah,
they're going to get it done with some picks. I mean, they're taking their time. 77% and counting. So I think eventually when this gets capped over, at the end of the day, it is still one fight territory. They will get another one even if they lose it. But, I mean, they may lose it. I mean, sound barrier is something that's going to be difficult to overcome unless your boy Winston in a massive shatter, and Rural's got his lined up.
Yeah, I mean, unless Sunless, your boy, and Big Bang Boy can all get some massive plays, this is looking... Ooh, there it is, actually! There's the massive play!
Sleepy, he tries to go for that sim barrier blocking the teleporter, but it's not quite enough to stop a Fire Strike, a Doomfist, and a Winston. All of those cleaving through the shields there. We're going to see a nice stare-off here between Mr. Monster Man and Big Brain Boy. So that method comes to interrupt the fun.
Yeah.
But still, a very good ultimate economical win on that team fight there from LSFC. And they're still in control at this point. This is where you start to see the magic of Lijiang Nightmare. Okay, TP in the backline. Fake TP, but it is going to allow Deepdish to get some space. Here's the punch and here's the beat. Shatter's not going to find anything in particular, but they're going to get knocked off the map. There he goes.
Oh, don't do.
Falls. Not a fall. Macho Man getting in there with a Winston, getting in there with a Primal. Now, Big Brain Boy, he did get his own Primal, so I think he may get one in return. He does not, but he does secure a lot of time for them. It's 92%. I mean, they got to run, but it's not terrible. They're going to be able to get back onto this point, at least with a teleporter or one of their tanks. They're speeding him back as Big Brain Boy, definitely on that Winston. He's the last to get there. Here's their TP. Okay, let's see. I hope this isn't as terrible. They're going to eat the Fire Strike damage, but they are going to get into the point of the LSFC, and Solus finds the first pick. Shatter is not quite good. The Meteor Strike finds one of the supports, finds them down. Big Brain Boy and Sunless. It's just heroics. Wait, maybe they can do it. The turrets are there. There's still a couple people. It's a Doomfist 1v1. Hang on a second. There's turrets alive. Wait a second, he's getting turrets. It's there. Wait, you never know.
Lucio!
He's back. He's back. He had the teleporter. The teleporter's there.
Wait, the teleporter!
The TP is not dead. The teleporter is not dead. They're getting people back in. But so Sleepy, he has his just barely. Summons is not able to take the 1v1. I mean, even if he would, the fight was still probably lost as the run back because it was 92%, 999. The port was not there in their favor. But wow, close.
That was
Deep
very
dish.
close.
They're 1 point away here.
The Deep Dish don't want to play any more games.
Deep Dish are done. They
Quite
are
literally.
1 point away from potentially having the Resurge Season 3 title, and we are going to go to the map where Sleepy gets to play his Pharah, just maybe. I don't know. We're going to see. Yep, here it is, Pharah. I called this. Here we go.
For going the TP, actually, quite interesting.
If Joe stays on the Reinhardt here, I'm going to be interested. Now, I think this... Okay, here we go. Winston Doomfist. This is very much going to be standard. This is, I think, if Snowco keeps this, if they're going to go, this is Teleporter against the world. So, is the Teleporter going to get value onto the point? Can they sustain long enough to sort of outlast the fire damage that's going to come raining in and the Doom punches on the side? Will they fall prey to it? Now, Dab Master, he's going to be on the Tracer here, so that's going to be a little poke on the outside of this map. Let's see if they can survive.
Honestly, this is basically just the case of first touch versus absolute damage, I feel like. So gonna see which one is exactly superior for these two teams right here. Lots of damage. They're gonna find Rural. Oh, but they do trade out Snowcoke here, but Rural, oh, that's so important right now because that Mercy now has to do a lot of heavy lifting. With that Diva falling, I think it's not going to be enough. Mercy might need to bench it a little bit more after this game. Big Brain Boy, though, going to be demexed. That Pharah is actually getting more value because they just can't take out the flying character right here.
There needed to be an in and there needed to be an out, and the out was not quite good enough to the point that Sleepy's going to rack up his barrage. It was a good start for LSFCs. They were able to work their way on the outside at that point, but they couldn't get back in, and they got punished because they went a little aggressive. And it was good because it killed the Ana. They couldn't go as far as that, and now here are the switches. All right. Oh, a nice eat there from Big Brain Boy. That will deny the pulse bomb. That's quite not going to be there. It's 6-man with a Doomfist. It's Sunless. He's close as Meteor Strike, and I mean, it's the last point. What are you going to put him on, right? Sombra?
Yeah.
Here comes the walk. Winston Comp versus Winston Comp. This, you want to play faster? This is the one to do it with. He's not. He doesn't even get his Meteor Strike. He's not yet. He falls.
Oh no.
Not quite there, but then again, Joe in the backlines. He's still very low, and down he will go. But Snowcoke is there, but he's gonna get traded out eventually. He's gonna hop his way off the edge of the map here. 36% and climbing, and a pretty cheap fight there. Sunless can't quite get the kill on the backline.
They are gonna go for the res. Which honestly, yeah, that's pretty fine here, but that's gonna be pretty important here. Sunless has been doing a good job actually fighting the pharmacy, believe it or not. There's gonna be the bomb though coming in, gonna find Rural again. Rural just getting focused down, not allowed to play the game.
Rule's gone now. LSFC need to get more value off this beat. I guess counter spawn. The big brain boy, my god, he takes it down. Okay, Barrage, not quite super effective on the outside. It is going to chunk away most of your boy wings' HP, but it's still not quite there. The Far is still random in the damage. They really need to get out of the way. There's no ultimates to release it. Poison, he's not going to be able to get to the Coalescence here. Pulse on the ground. We're coming to last fight, ladies and gentlemen. Sleepy, he gets it done.
Honestly, I think this composition is perfect for Deepdish's weaknesses. They suck with their ultimates in like efficiency, but who needs efficiency when you have a Pharah?
They're making up for it in pure spam right now. And LSFC, they're on their last legs. Is this going to be it? Are they going to call it? 92% and counting. Poison. He has the Coalescence. He's going to start it in Rural. He's again starting off dead, but Sleepy kills the Moira immediately. That's a beautiful start for them. However, he's very, very low, and he's going to get focused. There's going to be the cat back from LSFC, so a good start from them. 2 Prowling Winstons now on the point. They have to try to clean this one up, but Snowcookie's down. There is no Death Boss, and there is no beat. LSFC, where is your team? And they're falling one by one. Your boy Wings is gone.
I think this
Sleepy,
is
the victory barrage. This may just be it. They still have some time to
Poison,
teleport
though.
back onto the point, as it has not been capped over yet. But Sunless, he just gets stuck. Poison. It's Snowcookie has to be the hero here. He does get the toe tap. He is going to be there for another one. That's a Death Blossom. It's not going to, okay, he picks up one, but he is just going to get it cut out immediately. Your boy Wings, he's there. Macho Man sends that, Diva Bomb straight to spawn. He's still going to get there. Big Green Boy, he's trying to get the touch. Oh, just barely stays on the point, barely stays on the map. Summons is there to try to get some heroics down to 87% towards this Meteor Strike, but down he falls. Big Brain Boy, he has the Diva Bomb. One last play, one last time. Remember, you can stall this point for a long time, but it depends on how long it's going to go. He's going to get the remake, but gets a remake.
D-Max!
Well, not quite over yet, because remember, these overtime spawns have to come in for LSFC. Rural, that's an Enaboost. He is not going to fall. They're not going to chase him down. It's just your boy Wings and Sunless who's back in with the Meteor Strike, and soon, at Deepdish, it's just a victory lap. It's just a little bit of time, unless LSFC can somehow turn this one around. Down falls your boy Wings. It's just the one man on left to touch. Sunless trying his hardest out for the team. They're gonna go down, and Deepdish are your Season 3 Resurge Mock Overwatch League champions.
They finally clutch it out after so long contesting. They finally get the picks that they needed to. And yeah, honestly, this far I think was the right call for them. Just not leaning into that, kind of weakness of theirs at all. Just going straight for the value that they can grab. And although the LSFC did so much work and tried so hard, I just think it barely eked out of their grasp overall throughout this match. The draw is definitely showing that they are finally mortal as we see the end of Resurge Season 3.
It's been a hell of
Yeah.
a cast. I mean,
Yeah.
8 maps, 2 draws, but it's over 4-2 to the Deepdish.
Almost 9 again.
Almost 9. Okay. I mean, I would have been happy to see 9. Honestly,
Yeah,
'cause
honestly.
we know the end is in sight at the end of the day.
True enough.
The
fair
end
enough.
is in sight. Finally gonna be over there.
Yeah, and
Just one question of mind. Who's Finals MVP?
oh my jeez, that's really hard. Sunless did so much work here, but I mean,
Sunless, I mean, if I had to
Sunless-
give it, I have to look at either Mr. Macho Man or Rural here.
mm,
These guys were kind of the secret heroes in between because, like, you know, we have the obvious pick. All right, who's shooting the rockets to kill people? Okay,
Exactly,
Sleepy's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Okay, that on Doomfist. But we have to think about who deadlifted through a lot of this series. And I have to think that the ultimates and the speed that came out from Macho Man and Rural were really effective.
yeah. I mean, LSFC has some awesome people. They're like Poison got a lot. Like that Nano with the Reinhardt play was so good, and like your boy obviously is really really strong. But I think I gotta give it to Macho Man. The Sigma swaps. He's been in
Yeah.
literally every map, going between Diva and Sigma at least, playing them both really well. And I think overall that versatility. I mean, I think he even went Zarya at one point too. It's just been a game about him kind of pulling through, I guess.
Certainly. Well, looks like we'll have him
Yeah,
pull him up here for the Dub City interview. Finals
Dub
MVP.
City. Yeah.
Potentially, eventually.
Hopefully, yeah. I have to
Here he
find him.
is.
Yeah, there he
Yep,
is.
he's there.
Yo.
We got the
Hey.
people himself.
Yo.
Sean Macho Man, the man himself, congratulations on the victory. Congratulations, you've been selected as the Finals MVP. I mean, after that 3-hour-long slogfest, how does it feel?
Want to sleep? Tired?
Honestly, me
I got responsibilities, bro.
too.
Yeah, places to be and people to do, something like that.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, but I mean, awesome. Hey, first win for Deepdish, finally dethroning the Kings LSFC. Uh, yeah. What was kind of going through your thoughts over the course of this game overall? Like, I know LSFC kind of fired back at one point. How did you guys handle that?
Uh, I'm not gonna lie, bro. We put in Mr. Other main tank because I don't know, someone else left, and I don't know. He's on the ballsy side. He's you know, it was in there. Probably helped a bit.
Hmm. Yeah, it looks like you guys took a lot of risks throughout this match, and honestly, it looks like it paid off. Are you guys having any plans for, I mean, season 4, like anything beyond today?
I got no fucking idea. I don't even know who we played today. I'm gonna be real with you. That
I gotta
master
go
was
next
just
for
like,
this
"Yo, can you come play for this team?" I was like, "Okay, sure."
Yeah, guys.
Yeah, fair
Well, we
enough.
kind of go next.
Yeah.
Congrats on the victory, man. I mean, I got nothing left. You had
Yeah.
anything final?
No, in all honesty, not really. This kind of just been an exhausting game. You guys played extremely well, and I mean, you just pulled through. um, Congrats again, and yeah, look forward to seeing what you guys can do in the future, hopefully.
All right, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Jeez. Appreciate you.
All right.
Well, it's over.
Yeah, it is over. Keep in mind though, while we do have the grand finals over, and while the Deep Dish did win, we still guys can vote for the overall MVP for the entire season here. I believe it's between the two tiers here, so you guys can look forward to that. Otherwise, Deep Dish, congrats on pulling out of this arduous season, and yeah, thank you again, Rook, for joining me. Always a pleasure to cast. I'm sad
pleasure to be here.
it wasn't long. It wasn't longer to cast with you, but also glad I don't have to see you for any longer.
You're not glad, let's be honest.
Yeah.
The Nav 9, you probably would have,
Yeah.
maybe it would have been solo casting at one point.
Yeah, it's all right. We got through it, and so did the Deep Dish, finally taking their first win for the seasons. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. There's nothing else planned for the rest of the season so far. So yeah, look forward to seeing you guys next time.
GG's, guys.